Okay. Alrighty. We're actually here right now. We're actually doing this, okay. For real this time, for real. Oh, alright. A little bit of a streaming stuff. Stream lobby. Tile. Alright. We made it. We're alive. Everything is happy. Long week. It's been a long week. Been a long week. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're here. A little bit light up turnout this week for the beginner thing, but then again, I didn't start advertising that it was beginner only until today, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. That's on me, right? I gotta hold that. Oh, I've got to hold that. All right. Who's getting
Mankind knew
now?
that they cannot change.
People are just talking. Okay.
Duel 1.
Let's
rock.
Oof.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Scythe wins.
I forgot to change the thing. Shit, my bad. I can do that. Dude, my brain is just fried right now. I don't even have it on. I don't even have it on first to threes. Winner's Day. It's so brutal. Let the self never lose.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I think I got it.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Kind of. It's a Swiss format, which is kind of like a round robin, except you don't play literally everyone. But it's like halfway in between a round robin and a double elimination. So what it is we're gonna do 5 rounds of Swiss. So that means we're gonna go up against 5 different players. And then based on everyone's scores, we're gonna cut to like a top 4 for like a signal elimination kind of thing. Nice. Ready to describe how it works? If you ever played in any Magic the Gathering tournament, it works just like that.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Aw, damn, I lost. Nice.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
I should have done well, DP. Yeah, that sucks.
Slap.
Magic the Gathering is first to 2? That's actually true. Yeah, I know. Most of the time it is first to 2. I forgot to clarify that point. Thank you, Cap. That works in. Okay, so the Magic the Gathering explanation did work. All right, that's good. Okay, good.
Are you ready?
Good. Like, I'm so tired.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, nice. Oh. And yeah, you get through that neutral, huh?
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
I backdash. That was so sweet. Oh, ride the lightning. That sucks.
Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap.
完全優勝 of the world.
For the stream. Ow. Yeah, dude, that sucks. You totally had that.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I forgot to change it off thing. Sorry, Axio. I'm so tired right now. And we're close enough that I like,
Duel
whatever.
1.
We just gotta hold the L.
Rock. Slap. Duel 2.
Different fields.
Let's rock.
Got him. Fucking got him. Alright, Captain, you're gonna have to hold that L.
の方が大人だった
I gotta help somebody. I don't say. Build out. They really are. First.
Are you ready?
Sorry, Cap. You gotta hold that. Is there a new chat? Signed up? You haven't missed too much. I'm doing okay. A lot of work this week. I guess now is as good as the time as any. Cause I gotta let you guys know eventually. I wasn't planning on saying it tonight. I was planning on saying it later, but you know what? So everyone's aware, I'm not gonna be running tournaments after March. Right? I'm gonna finish out March, and then I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna call it for a day, you know, and do some other stuff. So you guys, I haven't tried to line anyone else to replace me. I don't know how hard I'm gonna try, but yeah, I'm tired, dude. I'm fucking tired. I know, I'll miss you guys too. The thing that's kept me going the most out of anything else is just how awesome the community has been in terms of you guys and these tournaments. It's just been a lot of fun. Yeah, I know, and also you gotta remember that I ran Street Fighter V tournaments on Fridays for like 3 years before Guilty Gear, so it's been like 5-ish years of just running tournaments every Friday, and I'm kind of tired. I know, big oof. No more cat cam? Well, there's no cat in here. I might, and this is a might, I might get back to like normal streaming, because I do really enjoy normal streaming. And I still enjoy running turns, but it's like, it's different, right? So I might return to normal streaming, in which case you'll get a cat cam. Yeah. But no, nothing censored. I just need some time. As someone who needed downtime? Yeah, I know exactly. I told somebody, right? I was telling somebody this, and their first response was like, "Do you think you'll be back for Street Fighter 6?" I'm like, "Bro, let's not get it." Let's sign up.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Dracula. It's like, if you're a kid, or would you still be called Mr.?
You know, I was thinking about entering one of these tournaments as adult Alucard.
That's funny.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. How you been?
I'm good. Have you been?
I'm doing all right. So I just announced on stream. I wasn't planning on announcing it this week, but I'm actually gonna call it quits running tournaments after March.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular reason? Just too much,
I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah. I've been running tournaments pretty much every Friday for the last like 5 years. It's just.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
I'm
dude.
tired.
Yeah. I would quit too.
It's been a lot of fun, and I was just saying that you guys, like the community as a whole, has been kind of the driving force of keeping it going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a new TO lined up. I don't know what the plan is. I told the people, like the online local people, I told the Guilty Gear moderators as well, the subreddit moderators, but there's been no talks about anything.
Damn, that's crazy. Man, well, I mean, hopefully they can come back at some point and someone will step up, but yeah, I don't blame you whatsoever. I would absolutely, take some time to yourself.
Yeah. So like I said, I'll finish out, I'm gonna finish out March. So I mean, we get a few more in there. But it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, I've definitely enjoyed, I mean, you guys were really the first tournament that I played in.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I really appreciate, this. And you guys got me started. I commentated another tournament earlier this week.
That's awesome. Did I send you, or did someone send you the commentator Discord link?
Oh yeah, what's it called? It's called
Hot on Mic?
Hot on Mic, yeah.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So no,
glad.
I'm very thankful. Yeah, you guys got me started, so I definitely appreciate the good times.
Okay. So that's good. I'm glad. That's kind of what I was trying for, right? Especially doing things like this tournament, like the beginner only tournaments. every single time we get it. The one thing that I don't know how to do is how to have player retention when it comes to new players. Because I run a beginner tournament and it's like 95% new players. Like new to the turn every single time.
That's interesting. I wonder if it's just because like people play and then I don't know, if you're entering a beginner tournament, I have to assume that you're like ready to not win, right?
Yeah. No one's ever ready to not win though. Is what I found out. And what was it? And I think part of it too is competing is hard and not everyone's up for that, and fighting games are inherently like competitive, and there really just isn't enough casual content in fighting games right now, in my opinion.
I completely agree. Yeah. Hi, Odd Eyes.
He's muted.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think a lot about in like Guilty Gear XX, where they had like the single player for that game. That's how I got started with fighting games, was just playing the single players. And they used to be really robust, and now they kind of suck ass.
Yeah.
Same.
It's the that's funny. It's kind of the same problem that hold on, let me Actually, can you guys vibe for a second? I'm gonna help this person out.
Yeah, no
Absolutely.
problem.
How's it going, Gardevoir?
It's going good. Again, smoked by Cap on random select, but how'd I get in the corner like that?
Oh, this is awesome that I'm starting to get. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten right before doing commentary, because my tummy's mad at me.
Bruh, I never get to eat before commentary. I hate it.
Yeah.
Happened yesterday at Iron Man. It's gonna happen today.
Last time we did this for the team tournament, I was in between every match. I was like muting and just scarfing down miso soup.
Yeah, sometimes if I can, I'll sneak in a bite, like in between sets. Ow.
Okay. Alright, so no one panic when they see that I've entered the tournament. Somebody's having a hard time creating a Start GG account, so I'm gonna sign up under myself, and so that way they could play.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice and simple, and that's kind of the customer service that you get out of me. All right. Likely.
What a backdash.
Add me.
Ow.
Blah blah blah. Beginner only. Hell yeah. Add attendee. No. All right. Accept. So I was trying. So I was saying, strategy games, real-time strategy games have the same problem of like a complete lack of casual content and too much of a focus on the actual like competitive stuff. And competitive players make like 10 to 20% of your player base.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 does look like it's gonna have a lot of casual content between the overworld and like
that.
you have your own custom character that you give it them their own movesets and stuff.
Your own monstrosity.
Oh, I'm so glad that they like are giving that much freedom in what you can do with it, you know?
Your own blight against God.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the like modern, you know, the XArt and Strive. Like, I watched the 7-hour anime movies, and I had a pretty good time watching them, you know? But if I wasn't already invested in the lore, no, I probably wouldn't have done that. And it sucks that, like, you know, when the server's under maintenance, it's like I can lab or I could do the arcade routes again, or I could play survival. I don't know why I would do that, you know?
It's not like launch Street Fighter V where you had to play survival to unlock colors, and it was the worst thing of all time.
Especially since like half the colors were locked against hard survival, which is 100 brain dead matches until the last 2 when the AI cheats turn on.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually
my
did
God.
download a trainer to get my pink colors at the beginning.
You literally had to play for like an hour and a half just to get cheated by the AI, where they're reading your inputs and DPing you on reaction. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that sounds really fun.
Oh, no, it was not. I won't even play along.
I wonder why games like League or Dota have so many players despite being innately competitive also. That's true. But ultimately, I think the casual experience in both of those games is so much better than fighting games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because you can always do things.
Yeah, that's true. You always you die, but then you get back in and you're able to there's you could just fucking. I didn't play a lot of League, but you can pick on the, what do they call them, the little guys, the minions. Is that what they're called? Yeah. You can jungle even if you don't know what you're doing, right? But yeah, in a fighting game, it's like if you're truly. I've been seeing this with the Xbox players. The few that I've played before the lobbies crash, but they don't. It really is just if you don't know to block, right? Then you're fucked. You can't do anything. Yeah. And it doesn't matter who you're playing.
Oh, fucking sucks.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. So for Counter-Strike, the most popular part of Counter-Strike, as far as I was aware, was always those open lobbies. And then there's a bunch of them with RPG type rules and stuff, but also just the open lobbies where you're just you get tons of money, you shoot stuff, and everyone's just running around blowing each other up, as opposed to the hyper competitive 5v5 mode.
My favorite way to play Overwatch is to do the deathmatch custom games where there's always a couple people just sitting around. There's someone running around who's really small, because it's fun. It's you can be serious when you want to be, and then you can be all right, I'm just gonna dick around.
Yeah. Alright, so I shuffle. I can never remember how to see it on start, because I never done it myself. I've always had someone else do it.
Your Leo ain't shit, Cap. Finally.
It did not shuffle. Hey. Unless it did shuffle. Okay, I think it did shuffle this time. Yeah. Oh, someone didn't check in? I didn't check in? Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Disqualified.
my god.
What is this? Hold up. Where are we about to start?
Yeah, we're about to start. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to add myself and seed and all that fun stuff. Also, you gotta cut me some slack, alright? Doing my best. Okay. So I want. Let's get Scythe. Has Scythe been here before? Probably not. And WillowWeeping on stream.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Not in a Strive tournament.
Le bracket.
Oh, you joined the Street Fighter tournaments. That's super cool. Well, I'm glad that you joined us for some Strive, because Strive is just a fun game. And represents Sniffles. So that means I need to get on here. Oh, kid, are you in the lobby? I meant to
I'm
share
so
my
stupid.
screen.
I was about to ask about that. Let me
No,
hop in.
I'm also gonna stream it to Discord if you'd rather watch it through that.
Ooh, let me see how the quality is because hold it up.
I wouldn't know. Let's put it this way. Odd Eye stopped watching the Discord and started joining the lobbies.
Because then I get to watch. I get to see my mods, and I get to see it in 60 FPS.
This is such a good point. Yeah, let me hop in real quick. It should take like 2 minutes.
No problem.
I guess I'll leave the controller.
Looks like we got some main representation.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, do you invite? So, in Discord, we do ! lobby. There's the lobby code, right? So you have to come find us. So you go to online player match, search for ID, search for a specific room ID, and then you use that ID. That's in the Discord. And then my lobby should pop up as one to join. They didn't change that. I do think it's dumb that I can't invite people.
Yeah, that is weird.
I do think it's dumb that when I put in a custom lobby code, it doesn't save it. I thought that was weird. So I have to type it in every time and remember what I've typed in.
Okay.
If you're like really hurting for time and trying to join the stream lobby, it's TOLFGC and the phone typing and the number pad thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. There they are.
Willow, you'll do great. You'll do great.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
You'll do. We're really excited for you guys. You think these Zoomers know what a phone is? That's a good
Hell
point. They've
no.
probably never even seen like they're saying like, what do you mean letters can mean numbers? It doesn't make any sense, Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
crazy.
press the number multiple times to get to your letter.
And the craziest thing about those phones is they cost like $30.
Yeah, but no, it's the self-correcting one. Odd eyes. So you don't have to press the number multiple times. It just you type in the numbers and then you can cycle through the whatever words it could possibly be. Yeah, it was super cool.
Neato. You guys are also good to start.
Alright, start whenever, yeah. Let's go ahead. And
Yeah.
start. I'm always ready. Always. Alright,
Hell yeah, we do start off the stream right.
that's right. We got the May versus Nago, and I just realized I have two commentators in here, so I'll be quiet. I'll let you guys go.
We do love to hear your voice. Though.
Yeah, just scream whenever you want. Just to make sure we're alive. Oh, huge counter hit out at the start. Second, just swinging away in the nooch. Oh,
You're right off the bat. I'm gonna have to turn down my in-game sound after this stuff. I'll let you handle this one, Odd Eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be
Going in there,
in-
good combos. Weeping Willow looking strong. I've already liked a lot of the neutral choices, a lot of the dashes, but a nice anti-air.
yeah, massive anti-air out of Nago. Gonna run it after tumble, but just Nago's gonna press those buttons, you know.
But
Oh,
we're popping. No
Oh, no,
punish.
doesn't press the advantage.
Alright, but a single touch will do it. And
Oh.
going through the clone.
What a touch it is. It's the dolphin. Okay, opening clone. Jumps it with the JH.
Yeah. Really utilizing that jump H right there. Scythe having a lot of trouble anti-airing it.
Yep.
But there we go. We get the 6P. Ooh, we're popping.
Right into target combo. Boom.
But once again, not pressing advantage, not getting that kill combo, but you know what? We're gonna get it now. We're gonna
Yeah.
find the hit, we're gonna get in there.
Just needs to find the combo and then we're cooking.
Okay, let me turn down my game volume and I'll pop back in.
No problem.
So that's a very excellent,
Ah.
whatchamacallit? A very excellent game one out of Willow. Someone's saying it's first to one lol, and I'm trying
That's a cap. I think he's talking to Axio.
okay. Because I'm pretty sure I set it up right. Yeah, best of 5.
Yeah.
We're good. The bracket's right. The bracket's right. That's
The bracket is.
I did my job. Damn it.
Hell yeah. When you take a little extra time to set up, things will go right.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
You starting off with 6 feet, another 6 feet, not
Yeah.
quite working out for Scythe as they get pushed into the corner.
Burst away
Matching
from
on
the.
close slash.
Yep. Oh, huge combo here potential. Just a little close slash, but we're still in a good spot. Oh, jumps it with a huge JH here. Pressure with a 5K run up. PRC gets the 2 lows.
Do a little
Willow
tap,
just-
tap.
A fat 2S from May to start off the round. Burst to keep the corner.
Lucky 2K, 5K. Oh, that JH was so far out there, but it just got smoked by the anti-air. Oh my goodness gracious. Finds the 2D. Target. And now we're in a suddenly completely rough situation. But these JHs, sometimes they're working out, leading to huge damage. Doesn't get the hit on that dolphin. And, oh, a low. It's going to find Willow.
Weeping,
Yeah,
Willow
fitting.
mashing on that YRC. Feeling biased.
Bold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A huge burst bait there on round start.
Oh gosh.
Nice JS. I really love that adaptation. You know, if you're struggling to anti-air it from the ground, then you might as well go for an air-to-air.
And the JH is so good out of May. You might just find something.
Yeah, definitely something that you have to shut down.
Getting a little impatient in the corner. Gonna send through, but okay, here comes Willow. When they get on offense, they seem to find some success here. Oh, but a huge defensive throw. No OTG. Gold burst out of Willow. Run forward, 2K2D Dolphin. More
Characters sitting on full meter.
So much pressure. That's a lot of blood. But oh my
Is that
goodness. I think it might have been Chip.
No, there's a counter
I
on the
think
screen.
there's a counter
Someone's
hit,
pressing
yeah.
it. Yeah, someone's pressing
Oh,
the button.
yeah.
Not expecting that third hit of the Rekka, which is definitely something you have to look out for when Naga's got full meter.
They're just gonna send it full. Because that's just free. That's free health.
Yeah, and yeah, it drains that blood meter so much even on block. I hit myself in the tooth.
It's okay, calm down.
And I think we can see that these JHs, right? Naga definitely has, Axeman definitely has a plan for them, right? If they hit too high, there is enough frame advantage to throw out of it. But the problem is that if they hit too low, that does not exist anymore. So definitely have to be careful about when you're going for that option.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And we're tied up at 1-1, right?
That's right.
Oh, finds the big counter hit. Dolphin forces out the burst. Oh, swinging away, trying to get around Naga's buttons. Definitely plays more patient than I do. Because I just go in and then Nago hits me. I'm like, this character's bullshit.
And another gold burst for Willow, but a very important trade with that 2H there.
Nago setting up a wall.
I like the decision to back off a little bit. Keep in your best range with those sword normals.
Ooh, gets in there. This is huge. Oh, but a quick air dash doesn't get much. Counter hit on the Dolphin. Finds the low 2K2D. Doesn't kill there.
Not mashing on that one, though, which I think is a good adjustment.
Ooh.
And maybe not ready for the reach of that far slash. Or maybe just thought they were dead.
Yeah. Oh, man. X-Men just cranking their specials here. But they're only at 2 bars. Oh, fights a huge hit. It's going to get a
back
massive,
to round
massive
start.
bonus.
goes from
my
the
gosh.
air to air. But May, if I remember correctly, cannot cancel off of that, what is that, 3K?
Yeah, 3K. They made it a bit better this last patch, but it's a bit rough.
Nice, and Axeman keeping the corner there and closing it out. Great 6P, very patient, looking for those jump-ins.
Burst
And
away
Willow.
target combo.
Willow really pressing quite a bit after close slashes. That's especially against a character who does as much damage as Naga. That's something you're gonna want to look out for.
Oh, put out a 2K there, gets a small poke. Oh, they're doing it again, trying to find gaps in the pressure.
And definitely important to press buttons every once in a while against Nago to keep him from just Fukioing forward for free. But definitely have to pick your spots, and we see Axeman taking advantage of that and picking up game 2.
Man, back in like 1.0, you could mash on Fukio for free. It was so good. But now in these days, you get your 2K grabbed, you get your 2P just blown up.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I have tried to hit 2P a couple times against Nago and gotten thrown for it after Fukio, which is, I love being punished for, I would like to say guessing right, but if it doesn't work.
let me pass it to you. Gotta go get the door real quick.
Duel 1.
All right, and we're heading into game 3. Axeman on set point. That tried and true J8.
Fast burst right there. Wants to keep in this neutral where they're winning. Nice little poke out with the toes.
And we have early burst from both. Oh, the 2H catches the 6H.
And man, these two A's really working out for a Scythe this set. Coming out, a good mash on the Fugio.
Up.
Bounce him off. Gets the combo on the blood pop this time. As Scythe maybe giving up a little bit too early. Looked like they dropped their controller there for a second.
Possibly, and I think that might be the second time that they've done that. So, definitely, fight till it's over. And a nice throw on that high JH.
Immediate wall sweat. Oh, doesn't get the wall break though. There we go. Got it the second time.
It's not a drop, it's a reset.
Right. Got a little extra damage before breaking through that wall. Alright, a little bit too far away for that, but oh man, the jump H coming on through, snuffing that anger attempt.
And a fat 6P to start them and Axeman closes it out.
The constant pressures on Scythe right now, really working out.
Okay, we're back. See, we're tied up here.
Great punish there, saw that 2D whiffed and was ready to respond to 2K. Wants none of this dolphin pressure bursting out.
Oh, finds a dolphin here, runs up. Oh, runs right into the foot. The close slash hits. This is gonna hurt real bad. Oh,
But
burst.
they're in a good. And plenty of damage out of those Blood Rage Sword normals, and that will close it for Axeman, taking the set 3-1.
Very impressive, weathering a bunch of the May pressure.
Absolutely, yeah, and we saw them adjust very well throughout the set. Learning to deal with that, with those JH jump-ins. Very impressive, yeah.
Very impressive indeed. Good stuff out of both players. But yeah, Scythe just having a little bit of edge there after that first game. Able to carry it on through.
Yeah, definitely got put into a rough position there at the end, and then it got real worse when the burst just pulls her off the wall. And unfortunately, a misplaced 2K gets just blown up.
Yeah, very, very risky. Blood Rage in the corner for Nago is it requires a lot of situational awareness to know what you can and can't do with it. But the nice thing is that even if your first bit of pressure ends, you're still in a great position as long as you're at like 50% of the screen.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to do a little bit of TOing, making sure everyone's playing who they're supposed to be playing. Looks like we have one MIA right now. Let's make sure that we don't have second one. Inkling about it comes. Let's see. Who else? Oh, I guess I could enter in Scythe's and Willow's scores. Yeah, why not? Makes sense. Takes me a second using my superior admin powers instead of it taking 10 minutes when you're inputting it yourself.
That's always nice.
Because Start, doesn't want to trust people.
Doesn't always cooperate. Yeah. I had a bracket experience recently where Start was messing up the entire time, and I wound up fighting the wrong person in round 2. Yeah, and then had to fight the right person who smoked me.
What a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, truly.
Kind of had something similar yesterday. I got to commentate for Iron Main, the Iron Main tournament weekly. And our first match was one of the opponents had a similar name to someone else, so they played like a full best of 3 in the opening moments while we were just waiting. He's like, no, we were screaming in the chat, no, please.
Wrong one.
That's another feature of Street Fighter that I really like, is that you can, I don't know, actually I've never tried to do it in Strive, but you can kick people from the lobby while they're playing.
That is very useful.
It's extremely useful. Thought he wasn't in because he put in the ping thing wrong. I mean, you did put in the ping thing wrong, but all I did was ask you to correct it. Fine, it's fine. Against who's he playing against? Who are they playing against?
RazelRhapsody.
Okay. Alright. Did you miss round 2? No, you did not miss round 2.
We're just
I'm trying to chase down everyone to play round 1. That's something about I don't particularly mind it too much. About the beginner only tournaments, there's a lot of confusion going on. About what to do.
To be fair, plenty of confusion in the normal tournament as well.
That's true. That's true. But you have a lot more returning players.
A little bit of help, yeah.
10. Yeah, so it's not as high of a percentage, which means that the number of people who end up getting confused is a lot lower. So.
Yeah, I remember the first one we ran on the other site.
Yeah.
We it got to the point where I was sitting there and like looking through people's matches and asking them like, okay, who won? What was the score? Let me report it for you. Like, please, I've been waiting for 40 minutes.
Yep.
It was that bad on Padia?
The problem was not, because Padia was like a little confusing for that first one.
Yeah.
I think most of the problem with that one, throwing a lot of shade at my fellow players, was that people were like, this is different, and then just gave up on trying to figure it out.
I don't think I've had a single player report scores on Padia correctly yet. I've had to put them all in myself.
Yeah, it's definitely a little... The way that they do it with like rounds is a little wonky,
and
but it's
no one accepts that. They're like, well, it's 3-2. It's like, no, that's the one game is 3-2. Please input the rest.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of cool. Like, I like it as an idea, you know, because
It makes a lot more sense for things like Counter-Strike or Valorant or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Where like a game can have a lot of rounds. But I just want the option to not have to do that and just sort of, you know, like different levels,
yeah, that's not a bad
Of
idea at
reporting.
all.
right?
I just like it because then if I get 3-0'd, people know actually it was a close.
It was
3-0.
close. It was a close 3-0. That's right. TOs actually have the ability to put in that it was close though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So yes, we just gotta vibe for a bit as round 1 finishes up. I think everyone knows who they're playing now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supporting source, so it'll just be Razel and Mini Loco. I think
Mini
that's what it
low.
says.
Yeah, I think that's the name.
But individual round counts don't matter too much. They don't matter like at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's, I think for something like, for instance, if you were doing some sort of Swiss type bracket or something where tiebreakers matter, and you're playing something like Valorant, I think rounds matter there, because I think you're going to want to put in the number of round wins as a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I can
Right.
see that.
So I understand wanting to have that in there. What I don't understand is not being able to select the level of reporting I want my tournament to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how it works out for like groups of like multiple people and how much variance can be put into that. But when it's like something a bit more personal, like a one-on-one fighting game, the individual stuff doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, and I think so. The other part of it too is the site, the bracket software itself for Padia was developed without not thinking about fighting games. It was developed for like other games. To put that in perspective, they had to come back and ask that a grand final reset be a thing.
Oh,
So in a double elimination tournament, losers bracket goes in, they win the set, done, over. Then they're like, wait, no, that's not how we run double elimination brackets. So they had to specifically add that in as an option, and even then, it's off by default.
But they do give you the option to turn it on.
They
You think
do,
that
they do.
really
Now
depends
now
on the
they
round
do.
structure.
That's
What
interesting.
are the requirements for this tournament? The requirements for this tournament are that you have a rating of 1500 or less on the player rating update site, or are floor 9 or below. That's the other requirement. I still don't let Kid Dracula post links. Get
Sorry.
fucked.
I tried to post ratingupdate.com.
Yeah.
Last time I'll try and be helpful.
Just ban this man.
So there's that, and then we have connection requirements to the east and west coasts, where you have to have a ping of less than 100 and a jitter of less than 6 to both the east and west coast. And that's mostly to make sure that you're like within the country, your internet's good, and you're not on Wi-Fi. Yeah, those are requirements. Right now, we do a lot of Swiss brackets, which I don't know how that worked out. I get a lot of is set H fighting? Yes, they are fighting. I get a lot of positive feedback about the Swiss brackets, but I don't see that in actual data in terms of player retention, number of people signing up, or anything else. So
I enjoy the Swiss brackets.
that's good. But that's what I'm saying. I hear a lot of individuals like, I like it, but
Right.
like you would join the double elimination bracket also.
That's true. Yeah, I would join the beginner tournament if I could.
So it's a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. But the problem, Skyver, is y'all never show up again. Right? So it makes it hard to, like, yes, you like it, but you don't show up. And the customer is always right. Not showing up means you didn't like it enough. But that's all a moot point. It is. What's for? Oh, what it? And RazelRhapsody. Let me double check because somebody mentioned. Hey, I thought this was a beginner tournament, and beginner has a lot of ratings.
Yeah.
For us,
Very
beginner
open.
mostly means you get completely washed in every other tournament online.
Damn, maybe I should join the beginner tournament.
I should re-enter.
Yeah, king of going 2-2 at DNS.
Yeah, but you're no. Getting completely washed means like
It's not 2-2, yeah.
it's not 2-2. Let's see.
Now, of course, it's TNS.
Yeah, which has
Probably
a much higher skill level than our normal tournaments.
All I'm gonna say is I
Yes,
beat
it is.
Umi Show in TNS once because they DQ'd.
Oh,
Hey,
got
hey,
him.
hey.
Fucking
It
got him.
counts. Yeah, we count it
Counts.
skill issue.
It is. And for anyone wondering, the reason I choose the rating update of 1500, it's the same as 1350 prior to the reset.
Yeah.
It's the bottom 2/3 of players on tower.
I also think, if I remember correctly, 1500 is where, if you've like never played a match before, I think that's where rating update starts you out.
It
So-
does. It does, but before they would start you out there before, but the bottom 2/3, the bottom 66% of players was 1350 below. They reset it because of people already being in Celestial. Everyone's ranking's totally fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's-
totally fucked up.
It's funny because like mine, I'm more or less where I was before the reset at this point. But there's definitely, you'll play a match and then check it, and there's a lot of question marks after that win percentage possibility.
Sorry, 1 second.
Luke Water, we do take those. We absolutely take those. Frankly, you outplayed them.
Hey, you're moving on.
They're not. They got moved up to floor 10. Alright. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. But it was them 2-3. Alright, good. That's the last score that we're looking for. I took it over. Cobra Dane 3-2. Oh, let's go me.
You're
Very
cracked, Kevin.
Dude, I'm fucking
Yeah.
all over this. Alright. So, let's get the alliteration on here. We'll go Rogi. Oh, what's their? I don't know what the Discord name is. But WrongWayWang.
That's a great name too. We have some awesome names in this tournament.
That has been
know.
consistent ever since the inception of our Guilty Gear Strive tournaments. Is y'all have the best names, and I'm trying to remember who was. It's Roro. Okay, who? Some of the original ones. The only one I can remember right now is Pischetti.
Pischetti, yeah.
That name will stick with me forever.
Actually, my name up until the week that I first joined the online local was Eno's Camel Toe, and I felt the need to change it because that can't be what I'm associated with.
Hey, yo!
Oh my god. Fucking brew. Alright. I hit round 2? Alright, round 2. Blah blah blah. Pepper said Cobra. Rip Cobra? Rip Cobra.
That's the combatant that you defeated, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Right. Oh no, you're fighting somebody else. They couldn't figure out how to sign up in time, so I threw myself in there as a placeholder.
Yeah.
So at Skyper, and it's inking about it. Yeah, inking about it.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
It looks like we're about ready for our round 2 stream match.
Hell yeah, they're in there. Whenever they're ready to go.
Okay. I can get Skyfer on stream next round, I think, depending on who they're up against.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're ready to go.
They do have their weapons, possibly not.
Oh.
Something's
Okay,
up.
there. Maybe. Possibly.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
All right, Rogi on Testament and WrongWayWang representing Kai. I have recently picked up Testament, and I do not enjoy this matchup. I have a lot of trouble fighting Kai, so we'll see if Rogi is able to do it a little bit better than I do.
I also did not enjoy this matchup. That was more like a patch ago. I don't know how much it's changed since Testament is constantly getting loved, and I've been disconnected.
Rip.
So-
Kai also, good.
Yeah, well, you know what? Somebody is room host and is okay.
Hell yeah.
I can see how it could be rough. Not necessarily like the matchup itself is bad, but in terms of learning it, like, it feels like both Kai and Testament try and fight at similar ranges, except Kai's just a little bit faster.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's true. Some nice disjoints on his moves. Yeah, definitely a little bit better frame data. Stun Edge also really good if you just want to spam Grave Reaper. And I think that was a nice place to burst for Rorogi.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and patient, didn't do it right after the RC. And some of the stagger pressure really breaking down WrongWayWang.
Wang, though, going in with a stun dipper into the throw, gonna get the OTG. Yup.
Yep.
Very well played, nice awareness.
But overall, very excellent round out of both players.
Got bird stink. Gotta watch out. Huge air part
There's
balls
that
runs.
hit.
I love running up under the cover of that charged aerial Reaper.
The close slash. Stick on him again. Oh,
And
my
that run up 2D, normally something that I expect to see from Testament, but Kai here using it to great success.
Finds him overhead. Oh, just throws after the floor charge. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, and that's actually, I've been watching, the last tournament that I commentated had a couple of Kais throughout it, and that is a result of Fudra Arc is plus if the opponent is in shock state.
Yes.
So it's a great time to go for a run-up throw, because if most opponents, if they know that, are going to be a little bit scared to press.
I don't like to hear that.
Especially, you know, characters that don't have a reversal DP.
Absolutely, yeah. And even Testament's reversal with meter, quite slow.
Not that good.
It's not a ram lethal super. Looks very similar, but it is clearly not.
It's the kind of super that mom says we have at home.
So true.
Yep. Oh man, just getting sideswiped here. Unfortunately, loses
First there.
Yep.
Stun Dipper just out of range for that second hit to connect, but that one will come through.
But if you just do it again, maybe it'll work out for
High
you.
classic, yeah.
High classic. Oh man, Footsy's out of WrongWayWang.
On a commanding round for him. Let's see if Rogi can adapt and come back.
Yep. More air balls. Puts the bird stink on him. Finds the hit.
And that stun edge from Kai neutralizing the crow.
Yeah. Pretty nice. Oh, just kept
Tap
it. Does
dust.
massive counter hit. My gosh. Takes him to the wall.
Great awareness, knowing you can run under that charged stun edge, or that charged Grave Reaper in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And that tap dust is going to carry WrongWayWang into a game 2 win.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of the air fireball, just maybe holding it a bit too far.
Yeah, definitely risky to do also at the height that Rorogi is representing it, because it's a projectile right there in counter hit state until they hit the ground. So if they've chosen it twice on round start now, and if WrongWayWang can adapt to that and just run up, that could put Testament not a lot of life on that character. So it could put them in a risky position.
Mankind
Mm-hmm.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice backdash.
Got the stain on him.
Oh, nice. Catches a run up, but not much after that.
Blocking the
that.
stun dipper with no punish.
Mm-mm. Ow. Big counter hit. Even puts some
And
shocks.
a nice challenge there from Rorogi. We realized that they were at a bit too far of a range, and we have an anti-air close slash.
But unfortunately, that 2H just doesn't connect. It's the properties of it have
Another
changed.
anti-air. Nice stuff.
Ooh,
Gonna
these
be
far
thrown
slashes
through. No,
are-
the low arbor sign gets stuffed.
Yeah, runs right past it.
We're gonna burst away. Oh, the fireball just sails right over.
Unfortunate. Rory there just got their mind stuck on wanting to throw that crow out there and ended up getting 3 different hits because of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And there's that stun state Foudre arc again in the throw.
Oh, and then the staggered with the 5K is just caught him pressing a button.
Yeah, and that's rough there. That Foudre, oh, fat 6H isn't able to confirm off it.
Oh, but then
The run out throw, an ever-present threat to your neutral.
Yeah,
But-
Kai loves that shit.
absolutely.
But overall, like, really good set. Like, I was super impressed with Aurora's performance there.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely knows the buttons that they should be pressing in neutral. 2H, very powerful in this matchup. Long startup, but the low recovery and the reward on hit definitely makes that a good button to hit. A
Even
little
with
bit
the new-
more. Go ahead.
With its new vacuum property.
Absolutely, yeah. You can get some crazy stuff off that. Even on block, it can lead to a pretty nasty tick throw. I think the one thing maybe that they should represent a little bit more, it's a bit of a risky button because it extends their hurt box, but 6H. I think the one time that they used it in neutral, they got a pretty nice counter hit off of it. So that can be a great button to catch opponents who are keeping their distance, not willing to press buttons at mid-screen, and especially jumping or trying to backdash. It can be really useful for that.
Yeah,
It's also super fun to
Super
press.
good. Like, I think the only things that they really need to do, and they'll start like winning tons of games, is just conversions on their hits. Like they got a lot of hits, not a ton of damage afterwards. Between
Absolutely.
that and as well as recognizing when they have staying state on their opponent, and not doing their normal block strings, but using the explosion for that added pressure and stagger pressure for their offense.
Absolutely, and that is difficult to do. I struggle with that.
Same.
Still, that's very difficult to have that awareness and to not just hit your buttons.
Man, for some reason I thought that would be easier to implement. Let me walk that back. They just need to hit confirm some combos in there, and they'll be doing great. They'll be doing fantastic.
Yeah, and to what you said, Gardevoir, it is 6H is just fun to hit. That button feels real nice.
Mm-hmm.
As we go back into this, oh no, people are waiting for other people. Oh no, I thought everyone found everybody. Yeah, looks like something's up. I don't know what something is. What's going on? I know I've said this before. What is that song called? The Hey Ya Ya song? Hey, by Blondie? Was it Blondie?
I don't know.
So the only thing I
Returned.
I know it from is the He-Man meme song.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
a real
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
real song.
That's
That was
three
popular.
Something blondes. The three.
Oh, is it Four Non-Blondes?
It might be.
My
Oh yeah, this song. Okay.
That song honestly kind of goes. One time, I where I was, it was not in the United States, but I heard someone doing a cover of that song with like an acoustic guitar, and it was beautiful.
oh shit.
But it was also difficult to listen to because I was like, this is beautiful and yet also very funny.
Memes ruin everything.
Truly, yeah, I could not stop thinking about He-Man. I think it is the Four Non-Blondes.
Yep. I was googling it. Four Non-Blondes. It's called What's Up. Yeah, I'm keeping score for Ink. Skyper, so just tell me what's up. Now I'm trying to think. When was round 2 announced? Something tells me that they want to DQ and they're just not telling anyone.
Maybe.
They're shy.
Mine's fine. Right. Alright, there we go. Set myself up a reminder, and then, which ultimately, if they do want to do no big deal. Maybe a bigger deal than I thought. Did someone DQ out of the first round? Prolapse. Why did Prolapse King DQ? Did they DQ? When did
what?
that happen?
I thought they were playing.
I thought they were playing too.
Yeah, see, they're even GGing in the.
Maybe they.
Why were there 2 buys? What happened? Who disappeared? Somebody disappeared. Somebody disappeared, and I have no idea who. Huh.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Weird. I don't know what happened. I got no explanation for you. It's just like with Cap not making top 8 or top 4 or whatever. I have no explanation. I just gotta trust the site. Trust that they did their tiebreakers correctly.
Hopefully.
But in the meantime, my beer is empty, which is the biggest travesty that
That's
one
true.
can experience during this tournament.
Of course, I have my soda, which I shouldn't drink when I'm supposed to be talking. I always do it whenever I'm streaming, and then I get all burpy.
Yeah. I used to do theater, and you had to be very careful about, making sure, like, I really liked milk, when I was in high school. And that was a
Sorry.
big no-no. Yeah. Dude, you can't be telling people you like milk these days.
I fucking
There's
love
shooters
milk,
everywhere.
dude.
Yeah.
I
Milk is
love milk.
delicious. I
Yeah,
said,
which
like I had something else to say, but I didn't.
And then I'll say it. I still do theater, and
Yeah, let's go.
hell yeah.
I've been trying to get back into it. It's just, it's a big time commitment,
Oh, it's huge. I think it was last semester, which would be from August to December of 2022. I nearly died because we cast 2 shows and we're producing them at the same time. So we just had massive long rehearsals like every day.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got to the end, we also had to push the show dates back because we just weren't ready. And then, I don't know, I was just stressing out, and that was a really rough time.
Yeah, that
Thank-
sounds like a lot. Putting on one show is a little bit of a nightmare sometimes.
Yeah. This we only had one this semester so far, and it was our annual children's show, but thankfully it went all right, because that's always a lot of work.
Yeah. That's good to hear.
And thankfully recovered my voice, because during, like, we had 3 performance days, and by the 3rd one I was like, my voice is like gone by like the first show.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it was big rough.
That's scary too when you're like, if you're like about to, you like wake up the day of a performance and you're like, I hope this comes back by the time we go on, because otherwise I'm fucked.
Yeah, it was real rough, because having to perform, like, for our show days, we get up we have call at 6:30 in the morning. We have to be there to get into dress and makeup, and we go on at 9 o'clock, or no, it was 8 o'clock, and that's when we would bus in all the schools for the kids from surrounding school districts. And we had at least 3 shows a day, like back to back, for 2 days straight, for about 700 to 900 kids a show.
Wow.
For a 45-minute children's play.
That is insane.
Yeah. Not to mention, it's in a huge auditorium, sits about 2,000 people, and having a bunch of noisy kids with acoustics that are absolutely terrible, an orchestra pit that eats all your sound. You'd be surprised just how quiet you can be when trying to be as loud as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to wrangle noisy kids and
Mhm.
trying to be entertaining at the same time. It's
Yeah,
a lot.
that is rough. Yeah, definitely a full plate.
But it is very fulfilling at the end of the day, especially when the kids enjoy it.
Oh, and the kids, yeah, they even if they pay like no attention, they love it.
Yeah.
They always have a great time.
Especially like the little kids,
Oh,
like the 2nd, 3rd graders, or
Mhm.
If Skyfer's listening, I need that score. because we're waiting on you. Waiting on you. And technically, Ink, we're waiting on you and Ink, but I'm placing more emphasis on you, Skyper. Yeah. Yeah. I never did theater or anything like that. Just trying to relate. Now
Oh yeah,
that the
you're a
conversation's
big
passed.
you're a big smart tech guy or whatever.
So I feel like I am. For the longest time, I maintained in my head that I was a jock nerd hybrid
There you go.
because I played things like ice hockey. I did martial.
Oh, that's cool.
I
That's
did
sick.
jiu-jitsu. You know, I was very athletic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then in college, I dropped sports for swing dancing.
For
Right.
wait, for what?
For swing
Swinging?
dancing. Swing dancing.
Oh, swing
dancing.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
Yeah. And then I
Kinda-
was watching Day 9. If you know who Day 9 is. He's like an OG streamer. And he did a lot of streams about StarCraft. In particular, I was playing StarCraft 2 at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And during one of his things, he's like, we're nerds. We don't play sports. We swing dance. I was like, oh no.
Oh
Like,
god,
oh,
it's true.
No. Full nerd.
Yeah, I feel that because I played a lot of sports when I was a kid. I really enjoyed baseball. I played a lot of baseball, and I don't think I ever identified necessarily with like I always knew I was a fucking nerd, but now it's to the point where I will tell people like, yeah, like I played a lot of baseball, and they don't believe me, and that kind of hurts.
That does hurt, damn.
Yeah, I used to play t-ball. I used to play basketball
Nice.
at like the Boys and Girls Club.
I was
And then-
horrible at basketball. Good.
Yeah. Did all that, but at a certain point, I think my dad tried to introduce me to football. And then at like the first practice, I think I took like a hit and then I started crying and that was the end of sports for me.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, you probably saved yourself some
A lot.
serious head trauma there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's something. If I ever have kids, it's gonna be like, no football, no boxing. All right. Like I'm all
Bro,
about
I-
sports, but neither of those.
I was gonna ask, did you ever get, because I've been watching some professional hockey recently, and none of those guys have teeth. Did you ever get like injured badly playing?
Really? I escaped most of that, and it's the pros for whatever reason just refuse to wear like face masks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Were
you
you-
have to wear a face mask.
Were you the goon?
No, I'm fucking. Part of the reason I stopped because I'm fucking tiny.
Mm.
I'm a tiny person. I'm 135 pounds.
So you never squared up?
Did I ever fight somebody?
Yeah. Did you ever?
In a straight fight where it was just me and them? No. In a brawl,
But there were some
like
pile-on.
in the
Yeah.
team-on-team
Oh, you
brawl,
cleared
yeah.
the bench?
Right, that's going on, yeah. So not like, oh, I'm just gonna fight this one guy. No.
My favorite part of hockey is always when they do like they drop the puck and then they throw the sticks, drop the gloves, and grab each
Yeah,
other.
don't even
I'm
go
like,
to
yeah.
I get into it. So.
Oh, Kiefer repping Sin.
Ooh, hell yeah. What's I'm actually curious what your thoughts are on Sin Kid Dracula.
So, did you guys see Hotashi dropped a tier list today?
Oh boy.
Did
Yeah, I
not.
did.
I did not.
Yeah.
Let me guess, Sin is bottom one.
Literally, so he's got S tier, A tier, B tier, and then Sin is in D tier.
C tier is like a power gap.
Yeah, C tier, literally nothing in it. So I understand that. I think Sin has a lot of problems, and especially, I don't think he felt. I'll say this: even when he dropped in late November, it's a little bit interesting. And this is the case for a lot of DLC characters, right? Where when they first come out, they're like, okay, right? And then eventually, right in the next patch, they get buffed pretty heavy. Sin felt, even compared to the other DLC characters that dropped, Sin felt a little weak, but would hang, right? And then immediately we have a big balance patch with some really impactful buffs for a lot of characters, and Sin gets nothing, and all of a sudden it feels much worse. So I think he's got some issues. His frame data is not great. Some of his hitboxes need a little bit of tweaking. The food system is nonsense. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why they even have it in there.
I can explain why they have the food system in there. I know, listening to the developer background, whatever that like intro to Sin was, right, and the people demonstrating them, what happened was they designed the character. A higher up said, why doesn't he eat food? And they're like, well, we didn't want him to eat food. It's not part of his character. And they're like, no, he has to be able to eat food. It is the identity of that character. They're like, oh, okay. And then they threw it in there as a nonsense thing.
Yeah, that sucks. That's honestly very rough.
Yeah, it's basically a huge carryover from Exerd because the meat thing was all tied to his secondary meter, but they're not a thing anymore in this one. So now it does something.
Yeah, frankly, if they just brought it back the way it worked, where it restored his meter, because that's another big problem with the character, is the fact that his good OP is really tied to a meter that only has 3 bars and drains pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Also refills fairly slow.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you can see it right now, right? When the lower it is, it refills faster. But when it's higher, you know, you would like it to come back a little bit faster. None of that, though, seeming to impact, until that commentator's curse. I was going to say none of that impacting Kiefer too much, but it's a fat 6S.
Oh, huge 6H.
Yeah, no conversion, though, and we managed to get a defensive throw into the corner. But OG swinging with that volcanic Viper. I'm a big fan of this creamsicle skin on Soul.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more creamsicle, especially with the dubbed esport colors that are gonna be coming out with the next patch.
That's true. I wonder how much they'll charge.
$30.
$7.90, maybe $7.99.
We have a misinput on the Bandit Revolver there. That's rough. And a Tap Dust will get it for Kiefer.
Maybe looking for a burst there.
Yeah, possibly. I love run-up block as an option in any matchup with any character. Very strong in Guilty Gear Strive.
Nice close slash.
Oh boy.
Ooh, a little drop there.
Oh, but we're
they
just
managed to keep
jabbing. Big DP out of the corner. Running up, jump over the gunplay. Good blocks. Oh, that's a huge hurt bug, so gotta be careful. And Razel just sneaks in under. Oi! Oh!
Great recognition that you don't have the hit effect on the RC right there to know that the soul is bursting. Overall, the level of play right now is fucking sus. I'm on to you guys. All right?
This is honestly very impressive.
This is too good. All right,
Yep.
this is too good.
That's why I hate run up block. Hate that shit.
Yeah, really difficult to deal with. Fortunately, if you play, you know, just hover dash and get a free overhead.
Oh yeah.
The combo routes are too good. Alright?
Yeah.
You guys are recognizing that it's a situation where you need to alter your normal combo, and you're doing that. Both players.
I love that decision. I'll try for do it. Go ahead.
No. We should do the actual
I was just saying, I love that decision to 6P because a lot of Soul's best options are very weak to that.
Yeah, 5H, 5S, 6S, all of them get beat by 6B.
Here's a fun fact. 5H, I've only labbed this with Eno, but 5H at round start clashes with Eno's 6P, which is not a bad 6P.
Interesting.
Dangerous spot there for Kiefer to challenge. Even though Bandit Bandit Bringer is minus off the ground, it's only -2, and a lot of souls will DP there.
Oh,
So pattern recognition is not going Scyther's way, because I'm pretty sure Razel has DP'd in that situation 4 times now. 4 times
Every
in a row.
time. Yep.
They're letting it
That's
fucking rip.
oh, huge wild throw gets snatched up, and caught pressing button's gonna burst away. Oh, had the read, but just a little too early with the DP. And here comes the RTL.
That was a beautiful confirmation.
Oh no! Messes it. Alright. I think both players are intentionally dropping combos just to make sure.
We promise we belong in the beginner's tournament. We promise.
Yeah.
And with that, Rhapsody is going to tie it up at 1-1. Yeah, definitely something Kiefer has to look out for is those DPs, especially in the corner. And possibly representing a few of their own. I don't think we've seen them DP yet.
I don't think so either.
I can't decide whether Sin's DP is like the best one in the game, or Soul's DP is
Yeah,
It's gotta be Soul.
good.
It's gotta be
Unbelievable.
Souls, right?
Yeah, but Sin's, I mean, it leads into some great combo routes, which is very odd for a DP, and it also those 2 hits if you don't know how to deal with
the
it.
3 DP Soul combo?
I've seen something similar, but that was from the first patch. Oh, caught him jumping there.
Oh, did they nerf it? Can he not do that anymore?
I think he still can. He probably just doesn't get as much reward off it.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Probably scales
literally
mega.
kill TOD Milia.
Yeah. He still gets pretty close. And another DP, especially Rhapsody sitting on 100 meter. That's an option that you have to look out for.
But Scyther's gonna find the hit here. Okay, RTL this time. Maybe we get it to work. Yep.
Beautiful.
There.
And I love the awareness of that's going to stick to the wall. Look out for DP. I guarantee you that was a misinput DP that they got countered.
He got with a counter hit that far away? Yeah.
Oh, the dive kick. Just shy.
I like that as a round start option. That's funny.
Oh, run forward.
And looking for a DP themselves from Rhapsody. Maybe something that you don't have to worry about, though, because it hasn't been represented yet.
Yeah. Oh, the
nice.
2S pokes from so far away. Gets the full confirmed. Gonna burst away. Night Raid Vortex. Unfortunate, it doesn't hit. Not RT either. Oh, burst out of Scyther.
Gets him with the low, the Elk Hunt into the RC. Let's go.
That was a great round from both players. Yeah, that 2S that essentially closed the round for Kiefer really demonstrated a lot of understanding of the spacing and the matchup. And the meter usage at the end, just to make sure it was safe, get that hit confirmed. Really like that decision. I think there's something to be learned there too for Rhapsody, where Night Raid Vortex that they used at the end there would have been safe, and I think they probably represented that option because they saw that they had 50. But even PRCing it in the event that it whiffs is normally a pretty good decision.
Okay, good blocks here. Oh, but a 2S just sneaks in there.
Yeah,
Not
you're plus after the second part of the Elk Hunt, so not smart challenge out of Razel unless they thought Scyther was gonna try and steal something a little extra.
That is something that Sin has going for them, right? Where the threat of those follow-ups, if you condition your opponent properly, can really force them to respect some ridiculous options out of Gazelle Step.
Sitting on a full stick of butter here. Scythe finds their hit they're looking for. No way out of this. You have to hold it unless they drop it, but finds the hit again on stand.
And super not even needed, just gonna RC for another wall splat, and Scyther's gonna take that first round.
They looked at what part of the stage they're in. They're like, this is where I want to be. We don't want to go to the other one. We don't want to go back. Only forward.
There's
There we
the
go.
TP.
Very nice option out of Scyther. Especially because now you're representing it. That's something that Rhapsody has to look out for when they put their offense on.
I like the burst bait attempt right there.
Yeah, and also that representing that defensive option also makes your opponent less willing to DP, although Soul is sitting on 50.
Oh no!
Fortunate!
We're
I'd be tilted.
We're re-entering the realm where I'm sus about these guys and their being in the beginner tournament.
Yep. It's looking too nice.
Yeah, this gameplay is looking a little spicy.
Ooh, a little trade gonna run up and grab him.
Yeah, and a good trade for Soul, and a great bait on the DP, but doesn't recognize the ability to punish after that gazelle step.
Even before then, you can. I think every character can punish the DP before it lands and you get the follow up.
You can get a ridiculous combo because he's so high up in the air, but it's not going to matter. Rhapsody's still going to take game 3. It's 2-1.
Game 4. It should be 2-2.
Game 4, 2-2. Oh, we got ourselves a slobber knocker here.
Oh man.
We're gonna have a final boss challenge this time? No. The only time the final challenge happened was the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta remain special. I do like the idea, and this is something that we did for some Street Fighter 5 tournaments, is having one of the prizes be like money in the bank, so that someone can come in and challenge the winner of the tournament to see who the real winner is.
That is very WWE.
It's literally stolen straight from WWE.
I love it so much.
Beautiful bait there. Finally, we're seeing Scyther looking out for those DPs. Maybe could have gotten a bit of punish, but
I know, gets a counter hit through the gun flame.
a little drop on that combo.
Ooh. Oh, some backdash getting caught. Run up. Oh my god. Somehow the hitbox was so massive it just hit him. Oh, sneaks right under. Heart sees it. Yep, you're dead.
Damn, just, you know, a sin after my heart. A beautiful, I consider that a stroke under success. Love it. And I love that Rhapsody responds by representing 2S as an option. They're great move to deal with Elcon.
Oh gosh. It's gonna hurt. Okay, burst away. Get some space. Again, runs up with this big giant fist and finds something. His shins or whatever up in the air. Oh, rocks back the DP! And now you're dead!
Didn't even need the wall splat, the wall break, or the overdrive. Had so much damage left.
Finds the overhead beak driver. Oh, the double beak driver gets out over him.
Yeah, and Rhapsody really representing jumping out of the corner quite a bit as an option. Something that Kuiper has not been able to adjust to, so probably something they should look for.
Ooh, lands a jump in. Not much after that, but oh, right back in the face.
Yeah, and we see some conditioning there on that jump in. Soul hit 2S.
We're out of food meter or flag power, whatever we want to call it now.
Meter.
Meat. The calories.
Beautiful. I love that adjustment.
Oh!
Do they have these?
No, they
Oh, it
don't
falls right
have
at the
them.
end.
Right
Can
at
you-
the end.
Can you RTL up at that height? Or will it just like fall away at some point?
I think you probably could. The problem with that is that most of the benefit out of doing a dust combo is that the ender is unscaled. So you can super in the air if you want, but it's normally a better idea to end it with the ender. And either way, Kuiper is going to take it 3-2.
What a set.
Ooh.
All right,
Yeah, and
I'm on to both of you, alright? I'm watching.
They gotta step up with the big boys next time. Kuiper, I thought, made some beautiful adjustments in that round. We saw after one of those bandit revolvers from Soul, they actually threw him out of it as a punish, and they were probably just looking to tech his throw because that was the option that he'd represented the most. And stuff like that, I think, is what allowed them to secure that set. Really well played.
Also great stuff out of Rhapsody. As soon as we finally saw the DP come out of Sin, they started looking for the bait on their wake-ups.
Yeah, I think they baited. I think they got hit by 1, maybe 2 DPs and baited all.
Yeah, GG's indeed out of both players. Nerdy, so don't get too worried because like those are the kind of players that these are the kind of players that are the reason why. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm putting running tournaments, but they're why that I go like, okay, top 2, top 4. I know it wasn't you. Don't worry. Top 2, top 4. They don't get the play no more, right? Because they come in here, they're like, oh, I'm 1400 on the tower, right? Because they just don't play a whole lot. Like on there, and they just play like sets offline or against their buddies in kind of these rooms and get better that way. We go, sorry, you're too good. Thank you for playing. We need other people. Leave it for everybody else. But yeah, very impressive.
I've been pranked before by the park demon. Where I'll be playing in park to warm up. You run into like a level 146 Kai. You're like, oh, okay, cool. We'll do this. You get washed. Like
they're just
20 to 2. Yeah. Like,
because their level 146 is purely through the 100 XP points you get, points you get per win in the park.
Yeah,
they
should
oh my
be
God,
like
they
level
win non-stop.
14,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's like
win
level
non-stop.
146, floor 2.
Yeah, scary.
Scythe, I'm saying you and Razel are too good. You guys are too good. Play in the normal tournament.
Yeah, jump
where
up.
you
We have a
belong.
good time. You'll do well.
Alright, so right now we're just looking for Ken Duken and Cobra Dane. Let's see.
Ooh.
I see some GGs in the chat. They should be done. Duken and Cobra Dane. This was the score. Yeah, I really think so. You guys are super good.
Very nice.
I think the biggest thing, to be honest, that separates... I've been thinking about this a bit recently. I think the biggest thing that separates, like, let's say the wheat from the chaff, right, is defense. Especially because Strive is so offense-oriented that it really doesn't matter what your general skill level is. It's also easy to lab offense, right? So anyone, once they get in on you, is going to be pretty impressive. So your ability to play defense and look for openings to challenge, look for spots where it might be safe to use a reversal, or just block it out, right? That's really important. But the other big thing, and I think this is true across fighting games, is your ability to adapt. And both Rhapsody and Kiefer in that set really clearly showed that they understood the options that their opponents were representing and put out their own tools to challenge that. So if you're able to do that, yeah, join the regular tournament. You'll have a great time.
Everyone has a ton to learn. Everyone has a ton to learn. And it's very true that the skill gap between the best player in today's tournament, between the best and worst player in today's tournament, is like 1/10 that between the skill gap between like the best and worst player in other tournaments, right?
Absolutely.
Because you can get so good at fighting games, and there will always be that huge skill gap, and that's okay. That's okay. But both like your skill level, Skyber, very good. You had really good adjustments. You had really good offense. You had good awareness of what was going on in both neutral and on defense. And you do have a lot to learn, and I look forward to seeing you learn that stuff in those tournaments.
Yeah, and also those tournaments can really represent little anecdote. I played a little while ago in Back for Brawl and fought God, what's his name? He normally plays Faust. Um oh starts with a P, can't remember his name.
Pip.
Not Pip. Pip washes me with Faust. I fought someone who normally plays Faust, and they switched to Soul. They were playing Soul for the tournament, and exclusively used Air Bandit Bringer on me, and I was struggling the entire set to come up with an answer to it. Couldn't air to air it, couldn't anti-air it. Really struggling with it. Lost 3-0. Right? I consider myself a pretty good player. Lost 3-0. I was mad for maybe 10 minutes. Immediately went in the lab and learned that Air Bandit Bringer is like -20. So you literally just have to block and punish. So I think the thing about playing in these tournaments is that even if you get washed, right? Even if you feel like kind of embarrassed after you lose, that's the point where you learn the most, right? You see like, okay, this is hard for me and this is what I need to deal with. So yeah, like it is scary. And there's always the chance that like you might be a bit out of your depth, right? But every experience that you have with that both improves your mental, which is 90% of the game, and teaches you what you need to learn. So I would absolutely recommend at least just trying it.
Yeah. I remember I was talking to somebody about learning how to become a better fighting game player, and I recommended joining at least 3 types of tournaments. One that you regularly make top 8, one that you go 2 and 2, and one that you get washed in, right? Now, at a certain level, once you get a certain level of goodness, like if you say you're Hotashi or somebody of that caliber, you're not really going to go 0-2 in any tournaments. But for most people, there are those tournaments around because like there's 3 very different kinds of experiences and lessons to be learned, right? Because the one that you regularly make top 8, it's the pressure of trying to win and learning how to deal with that and continue to play your game plan. The ones that you go 2 and 2, those opponents that are roughly your skill level, and you're like, how do you outplay them? And the ones that you go 0-2, which are people who really just expose, like, or the opponent goes, I know exactly what you're doing wrong, and I'm going to kill you for that. So you can look at that and be like, all right, how do I deal with these things that I need to learn how to deal with?
Yeah, and learning to deal, I think that's honestly awesome advice. That's something I needed to hear, frankly. But it also teaches you learning to deal with defeat is really important. I didn't go 0-2 until like a month ago, and I've been doing tournaments regularly since about October, and it was devastating. I like wasn't mad, I was depressed, you know?
So
pick yourself up.
Yeah, I can see that, and I would delay the start commentating and put in this one other point. Learning to lose and learning that losing is normal and to be expected and not something to be ashamed of is something that is the first lesson that I try and teach anybody trying to get into fighting games or any sort of competitive games. Losing is normal. Everyone loses all the time, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's how you learn. Anyway, getting into the commentary for this match, we've had a bit of a scramble going on between Hexmania and goackur. And it looks like throughout all that scramble, goackur's going to come out on top, taking that first round.
Ooh. Okay, finds a flip. Oh, but we're just going to TP out of any wake-up pressure. Ooh, big trade works out in Soul's favor.
The 5 afterwards wasn't ready for the follow-up though, but oh, that was exciting.
Oh boy.
I actually love Night Raid as an option there because we've seen Hexmania represent that drill kick quite a bit, which is definitely a powerful option for them. And yeah, Night Raid will swing right under that.
Man,
oh, the flip on the same side.
Now is reminding me why I had so much fun playing Soul. They're going hard in the motherfucking paint.
Hell
and they
yeah.
won't stop.
Yep.
I think goackur tried to 6P that I don't know the names of any of Chio's moves, but the overhead there, and that is something that I have also had trouble adjusting to. You used to be able to 6P it, no longer an option in this patch. They have moved its hurt box up. So a good option there for them would probably be 5k.
Dude, just getting in there with Nyrate Vortex, like what a fun move! Oh my god, I've been playing too much Sid. I forgot how much sauce Soul had.
Dude, I have been. Well, this was the thought I had like a month ago, and then kind of dropped it. But Soul is so cool.
Yeah.
I have really been meaning to learn Soul.
So, what's probably gonna happen after this is I'm gonna go to sleep. But tomorrow, I'm gonna get on Plus R and I'm just gonna play Soul.
And you're
Some Sidewinder loot.
You're just gonna do the Sidewinder thing.
The cowards at Arc System need to give Soul back Sidewinder, alright?
I agree. I think that is probably the biggest thing I'd like to see out of Season 3. Is I know that they said that they had other things they were worried about. Nice run-up throw there. Recognize that Hexmania was going to be blocking.
Oh, another big
popped in the mouth
hit.
again. Oh no.
And a commanding performance from goackur.
Oh, nice backdash with that 6H. It's big scary.
Scary. I think could have gotten a whiff punish, but didn't attempt it.
Yeah, maybe with Giovanna's movement.
Like
What did I say?
dashboard 5K,
Beautiful
something
5K.
like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Beautiful 5K on that overhead. That exactly the adjustment that you want to see.
Yeah.
If
Trail
the one
makes it
anti-air
in.
doesn't work, try the other one.
Yep. Okay, Hex has a whole bunch of meters to sit on. Oh, but gotta be careful. Soul's in your face. YRC. Oh, but he's just gonna DP. I don't care what you're doing, bro.
Plus a million. Oh, this corner pressure is ending up possibly too much block on the burst, and we got a punish. Who punished
That
his
was
gold
hype.
burst?
That was hype.
Who does
And
that?
beautiful, yeah, only possible off that safe jump with the JH there. So to be on to goackur too, because that is a very nice move.
Yeah, no, some like that. They labbed their gold burst punishes because gold burst is -10 on block. Soul's far slash is 10 frames, but you have to press it way earlier than you think you have to.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You have to like,
I
press
really
it like
struggle.
super early. Like the second you
Yeah.
block it, you have to like be mashing far slash.
I'm terrible at punishing gold burst, so that's
yeah.
impressive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, same here. So it's good stuff. Really good stuff. And I really like Theo's play right now. I think they're relying too much on drill in neutral, and the Soul is recognizing that, and that's why they're going to the air and doing those bandit bringers so much, doing so many Nyrate vortexes and just catching them over and over again.
Yeah, especially against a character like Soul, any option that loses to an anti-air is going to be a little bit risky to use, and we see it right there. Round starts 6P.
Gets the burst out early
look at
though,
that.
but missed input. Gets a missed input with a wild throw.
Yeah, but they pick up the combo afterwards anyways, and they're just going in.
Oh, nice anti-air getting up there before.
Yeah, and that is a great adjustment from Hexmania, knowing that, all right, they're going for, oh no.
I thought we
not
were gonna
dead.
get the triple DB combo. It was in them. They were there.
Yeah, Hexmania had a nice adjustment there in going air to air to beat that bandit
Bandit bringer.
Yeah. I think the thing there is making sure that you I also love those shimmies there on their offense to make sure, make it look like you're going to bait the DP and then medium anyway.
Gets out of the corner, just zips right out.
And I love how they stop, how Hexmania has stopped trying to predict whether or not goackur will wake up DP. I mean, they're waking up DP like all the time, and they're just backing off and letting it fly into the air. They're like, I don't want to deal with this. We're just gonna let it go.
And especially when Soul has meter, you want to make sure that even if even if you block it, he's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, you're plus.
And that vortex will connect.
Not dead yet.
Close.
What a big old stick of meter. What are we gonna
I
do?
want to point out the only reason they weren't dead was because they're at 100% tension. Right?
Yeah, they got that extra defense from Giovanna. But it's not going to matter too much.
That's 3-0.
As
Right?
goackur closes that out as well. I think so.
I think so. I think it's
so.
3-0. I
Yep.
think I wasn't up to date on the scoreboard.
The GGs are in the chat.
Yeah, really very commanding performance there from goackur.
But Hexmania doing a great job overall. Just like a step behind in the neutral adjustments.
And definitely... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, about to say, definitely saw some of the adjustments it was starting to show there, especially in the game 3.
Yeah, definitely. And it's difficult to deal with, especially when you're in a matchup where like you don't have a DP and your opponent does. It can be really difficult because, you know, that decision between like I finally have myself an advantage. Do I back off and bait the DP? But like if they don't DP, what if they mash? Right? It is definitely a head game. Especially, you know, I sympathize with the plight of the rushdown character. But I think that they definitely made some good adjustments. They showed that they were looking out for that DP at the end. And unfortunately just weren't able to turn anything out of it. But definitely a great performance from both players.
Yeah. And it's another one of those times where I'm looking at Hexmania and like the obvious adjustment, the obvious lesson to learn there is you can do everything the same, and there's a number of hits that Hexmania got that they just didn't convert into their combos. Because if you do that, like, it's not just the damage that you deal, it's the Oki that you get afterwards that is so important. And you're like, it's just, you do those and you're just going to start winning everything. You're just like, because all of a sudden you just have so much more offense, and people at most levels of fighting games are just bad at defense, and you're just going to steamroll people.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
If you don't know how to deal with Geo and she gets you in the corner, she's going to RPS with Rock being super in her favor.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the best strike throw in the game. I think that's definitely one of the most important things about combos is not necessarily the amount of damage you get, but like Kevin said, the Oki that you get afterwards. Sometimes it is much better to do a combo that does less damage and puts yourself in a more favorable position. And I think that point about converting goes to both players. goackur obviously played the matchup extremely well, showed some very high level options like that safe jump IAD JH to bait burst. At the same time though, they hit a number of counter hit JH or 5Hs in the corner, and that is some of Soul's. Those are like 90 or I don't know 70 to 80% combos there. But were unable to convert off of it because they were still running normal pressure. So being able to look out for that and see when you've got that big counter hit, definitely going to change it from winning the match by a number of interactions to winning the match in 2 interactions.
Yeah, that's something that's rough about kind of once you're at the really higher levels of the game. It's like sometimes like some rounds are decided by like 2 hits. That's it. That's all you get. And it's because if you're not optimizing in a way that like you win in 2 hits and you win in 3 hits, and the other person can win in 2 hits, and you guys are even in neutral, the person who can win in 2 hits is going to win the majority of the time.
Absolutely. Yep.
And it's just that's just it.
And that's a very important it's really a balancing act, because especially for lower damage characters, that's very true, right? Where playing Ino for the first, it's so funny because playing that character, the things that you learn later, I did not use grounded buttons until I was like level 1800 in because she's just playing a different game, right? And I also at that point was like, it doesn't really matter if I'm doing optimal combos, because the most important thing to me is Oki. I'm gonna have to take I'm gonna have to take like 12 turns to kill them anyway, so what does it matter? But the difference is pretty astounding, right? And being able to put that fear of God into people of like, hey, if you mash here and I counter hit you, it is going to hurt. Even if in general my damage output is not as good as yours, right? Definitely something to keep in mind. Oh, I had something.
It was some. I think I was telling that to AJ. So they play in the regular tournaments. At least they used to play in the regular tournament a lot. They were floor 10. This was way back, like a year ago. They asked me for advice on how to get the Celestial, and I was like, and they played Kai, and this is when I would be like, Far Slash. I would be doing like kind of staggered pressure with Far Slash as Soul, and sometimes they would challenge with 2P, except their challenge was 2P 2P, right? No knockdown, no combo, no nothing, just 2P 2P. I'm like, look, it doesn't even register in my mind that I got hit by a 2P, right? Because that's the same thing as you blocking. I'm just gonna keep going. You need to at least knock me down and get Oki for me to even register that something is like that's a defensive option that I need to think about.
Yeah. And especially, I think that really speaks to, I had a similar experience in bracket, fighting a Zato, who, first round, I won handily. The first time I got in, I recognized that they were mashing after every first hit, right? So I would hit, like, JS, they would immediately mash. Got him in the corner, did JS, went into 6H, that's Eno's best combo starter. I 2 touchdowns, right? And in my head, in my head, I go, awesome. They're not going to mash on me anymore. I lost that set 3-0 because I was not able to adjust to the fact that they did not care and they continued to mash. And we were chatting on Start GG afterwards, and I think I said something where I was like, I need to adapt better to people who just like are going to continue to mash. And they said like, the risk reward, right? The reward from me mashing and getting out of your pressure versus you being able to steamroll me is too high. Eno doesn't do enough damage to make me worry about it. I was like, bro, I just the first round I 2-touched you, right? But until you can put that fear of God in them, represent that option enough that they go, okay, that's something I need to look out for. I need to be more careful about the way that I'm playing defense or running my pressure. Yeah, if you can't instill that fear in them, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's another life or fighting game lesson. Life lesson. It's a life lesson, really. That I try and teach people is don't play against somebody fictional, right?
Yes.
Play against the person that's playing you, which means if they're not punishing something that's unsafe on block, for all intents and purposes, that shit's safe on block, right?
Keep doing it, yeah.
You play who you're playing. Don't be like, oh, well, a good player would punish this. A good player would do this. It doesn't matter. The person you're playing against isn't. Kill them for it.
Yes, I struggle with that a lot. And we actually saw that in that last set, right? We saw that Hexmania showed that they recognized, okay, Soul's doing a lot of Bandit Bringer, so I'm going to air. I'm going to challenge them with it. Geo actually has very solid air-to-airs, right? I'm going to challenge them with it, punish them with it once, and then the very next interaction, they were like, all right, Soul's probably not going to jump. Did drill as usual, and what happens? They get hit with Bandit Bringer, right? So if it works, don't stop doing it. You're exactly right.
Yeah. And that's something that makes kind of fighting games hard in itself. It's just like, accept the game for what it is, right? Accept it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Sajam had a really good point about that. It was people who complained like, oh man, that option should have worked, right? When it didn't. And it's like, I can see you saying that the first time, but the second time? No, you know it doesn't work. You can't claim that it should work when you know it doesn't.
Absolutely.
Play the game that's actually there, and not the game that you think should be played.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Luckwater.
it's definitely something where, like, you know, the first time it happens, you can be like, what the hell? Like, that should have worked, right? But yeah, at the end of the day, and I think the point, Sajam, I think I remember the video you're talking about. The point that he makes is that at the end of the day, this is math, right? It is a program, you know? An option is going to work when the option works. And if it doesn't work, it's not going to work next time, right? So you have to be aware of that, and you have to play around it. I've had that happen to me before. I actually am a big, I think in Season 2, one of the changes to Faust was that they made, before, you could 6P, mix, out of a block string. Afterwards, you couldn't. I actually think it was in this tournament against Pip Gaming. The first time that I made top 8, I got washed. And part of the reason why was every single time they did a block string, I would try to 6P mix. And it just never, I knew that I couldn't do it, but it never registered with me that that had changed and I wasn't able to do it anymore. Just a little bit different from exactly what we're talking about. But it's the same thing of like, you can say in your head as many times as you want, that'll work. It doesn't work. Stop doing it.
I remember when you could 6P Pierce on reaction.
You used to be able to 6P Pierce on reaction?
Yes, and then they buffed it. And
that shit used to be free.
Nerf Zato, please.
Like, you know how Hotashi put Sin as D tier, right? That was Faust. Faust and Angie on release. You can react, punish literally like everything that they did.
Yeah.
Angie. Yeah, Angie, I remember like they couldn't convert off of anything. No hard knockdowns. Yeah, them and Faust definitely
every
deserve
single
that.
Because there was a set time before you could do any Fukio option, and they were all so long, you can literally just sit there and be like, what is he gonna do? Oh, he's doing that. I kill him for whatever he just did.
Yeah, I said that before at the start of the stream. You could just mash on Fukio.
Fujin,
Yep.
yeah, Fujin. Sorry.
Fujin.
I missed that. I missed that so much. That matchup was so free.
Honestly, Season 1, this is very much Eno bias speaking through here. See, I loved Season 1. I liked it when Soul was impossible to deal with. It was funny, you know? I had more fun. Oh, we've got a mirror!
Hey. Okay.
Actually, the main thing to fight against Zato is learning how to look for the orange glow of dust. That's the number one thing you need to be able to do.
Just block the overhead.
Block the dust.
Similar with Happy Chaos, actually. Both of those characters, and Jacko, all of those characters love using 5D as a big part of their pressure.
Also, loving the Ram mirror here. Oh, huge super. Doesn't put her through the wall. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, a little bit out of range for the wall break.
Yeah. Run up 2D.
Ooh, a hero burst? Can they make anything out of it? Unfortunately, no.
Okay, run up under. Love the use of the 2 H's.
Yeah, I also really like that too. TK, whatever that special move is called, out of I think that was Pinheadlary. That's difficult to do, and definitely a great round start option for Ram.
Yeah. Oh.
Jumps that sword toss.
Just jams on the Rekkas.
Straight into Rekka.
Counter hit. Oh, the slash button's coming
Counter
out.
hit, but no, broken. They get the block.
What is going on?
Oh,
They're just swinging for the fences right now. Both of them sitting on down, throwing out
Oh
supers.
my god. Finally, one of the big slams finds their target.
Oh my god.
That's the most beautiful mirror match I've ever seen in my life.
This is what we want to see out of the beginner tournament.
Does anyone watch Gotham chess? This is like chess played to perfection is a draw. A Ram mirror played to perfection.
This is truly Stockfish versus Mittens.
This is this is beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
We'll see if Pinheadlary is able to make the adjustment here. I'm not sure what that would look like, but
They just need to slam their swords down
Yeah.
earlier.
true. Yeah.
Whoa, count. That 5S reached up so high. Oh my god.
Great backdash on that sword slam.
5 pixels. Oh, nice 2K.
Nice
Beautiful 2K.
Rakas.
Good option for Ram.
Oh, and
Dang,
this
that
shoots him with the
stage.
sword raw.
Yep. Jumps in with a JK. Oh, slams it down. No RC. Challenges a sword toss.
Oh, just
Oh.
get him.
Oh,
Get him.
Wake up super with one sword.
Motorbato closes it out.
Even without the sword, it's still gonna come out that fast.
It's
Oh,
crazy that it
Christ,
still
that
does
OTG
that
a
much
little bit too
damage.
late. A little
Yep.
too late. It's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, that jump over the. Nice, throws the correct sword, unlike me. Just
And we
I'll
have a
toss
confirm?
whatever. Yep.
I love how both players have no fear.
Oh,
They're
truly.
going in.
Yeah. Oh. And an anti-air Motorbato.
Neo.
Is that 2-0 for Neo?
I
think
don't.
so.
I think so. I don't know. I
that's
was
true.
so like, just in awe of the play. I forgot
Yeah.
what the first game was.
Yeah, I will say this might be the most entertaining match that we've had on stream so far.
Yeah.
Good, but like I love how they're playing. They have no fear.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
And if they could just convert that into like better neutral options, they will do so well.
Oh yeah, and they definitely like I mean we're seeing like 2K, /5H represented, and those are beautiful options for Ram. I think just situational awareness to know which one is the best option. That'll carry you a long way.
Look at that nice little confirm right there. Goes into the Rekkas afterwards. Watch
A little bit of stagger pressure, Rekka, yeah.
Yeah.
like this is some smart stuff.
Yeah, and a nice block on that delayed sword slam.
Oh, here another super
You
Calvados.
gotta hold that.
And they
Very well done.
held it. Yeah, let's go.
Whoa. Did 2K just blow up that jump in?
Get him.
Almost a
Get him
confirm.
with a sword slash. Coming down
Comes in
with
with
the Switzy slash.
Slishy slash.
Very well done. That's a
Just
great
chill
option.
on the
Ram.
Rekka. With Rekka 1 and then just keep it going.
That's it, like whipping Rekka 1 is some high level shit. You see Celestial players do that all the time because everybody tries to press a button after you whip Rekka 1. They're like,
AT.
AT, air to air.
I
Yeah,
can
I'm
whip
actually like
punish that.
crazy.
Yeah, flippy dippy. Oh gosh. Sweep. Oh, massive sword.
Get him.
Loses. Oh, we're trying to go get back our sword.
Holding all that, no problem. We have some
Run up
blocks.
5K. Oh, just
Challenge
fighting
the
out of the
sword
pressure.
test. Who comes down
Oh!
with sword slam first?
Unfortunate whiff on the
Pinheadlary's
burst.
in trouble.
That's a big counter hit.
Oh, they try to
Plus
throw a
sword-
sword, but it's not there. Pinhead takes
Explosion
the
with far
game.
slash will take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably tried to walk it out or maybe dash out, but just
Mm-hmm.
didn't come.
Well, they
I
were,
honestly.
like, they had the combo in hit. They had their like, I get a hit, I throw the
Yeah.
sword, but the sword was already gone. It was already gone.
They also found the counter hit on like a far slash and then went for the big slam instead of an RC option or maybe even like another sword toss.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the biggest thing I think is especially because both players are going for that sword slam, and are seeing that on hit or whiff is super important. I
Yeah.
do like Pinheadlary. I think that their aerial options have been really good, going for that sword
That
spin.
jump K right there for the air to air, super good.
Yeah, especially with a character like Ow. Especially for a character like Ramlethal, those air
That
options are
anti-air with the 5K.
Yeah. Oh, the 2S. Big slam catches him in the air.
Talk
Sword
about
toss.
an anti-air.
I love that run up into pressure, recognizes their blocking. This should
I like this. I like the super after the hit and not are seeing it. 2S counter hit. Okay.
Alright, good
Oh my
punish.
gosh.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that's gonna be punish, yeah.
And a jump in with the slash to catch
Yes.
a sword toss.
Yeah, sword toss won't connect.
Also, side note, loving the blue color on these swords. It's very pleasing on the eyes.
Yeah, this is a nice skin for Ram.
Ooh. Probably just wait out, get your sword back.
Nice anti-air press, continue press button. I like their willingness to use swords in the neutral to try and control that space. Oh, control that space! No, the third time's a charm!
Oh, the meaty 6H.
No swords work with got one
What a
back.
confirm!
Confirm in a Motorbano.
Came in, tried to go for an empty jump, I think. Mortaro's too far away. Get him jumping, throw the sword toss, explosion! Doesn't come off of it though!
A trade?
One.
Oh, Pinheadlary!
Pinheadlary!
Dang it, he's fighting for signs of life.
Yep. Oh, huge gold burst.
Gotta look out for
Calvados.
Calvados. There
Did I
it
do
is.
something?
Oh,
it does catch!
no! Already pressed.
It's because they threw the sword. They didn't get that first hit. The first hit's a bit lower. Oh, no.
That might be
Another
a finish.
Calvados.
No! No, you have the blocks.
Oh, but
No
the
FP
chip
though.
damage.
Gets in with a close slash.
Oh god, that was... What a set.
That was incredible.
That was sick.
Ramlethal wins.
I'm speechless.
Dude, what a set. That was... That was so
That was-
good. That set was so good.
I know.
High octane.
It's just- It really, like, that's the kind of set that reminds you just how fun Guilty Gear is.
Mhm.
You know, just like as a game.
It makes me want to
What?
play Ram.
It makes me want to play the game. Like it makes me want to just hop off of this, go straight into the park or something, or into the tower, and just play the game. Oh, what a set. Is there a fighting game where no one can block? I think that's dive kick.
Yeah.
Yes, dive kick.
Yep. Actually, I think that's Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, not wrong, not wrong.
I'm gonna use the restroom really quick.
Yeah,
I'll
No
be right
problem.
not
How are we
dive
looking on
kick.
this bracket?
I've never actually played dive kick. I just assume you can't block.
No, I don't believe you can dive kick. You can only dive and kick, and a special ability that all the characters have.
Damn, duel with guard breaks. I mean, the problem with guard breaks is that you are blocking, and that blocking means that you lose.
Yeah.
I remember like Striker literally had a touch of death if you blocked. You blocked and you died from full health.
That show was cool.
Oh man, DNF Duel is such a good game. I have so much fun playing that game.
It's a silly, silly game.
But
I
it's
really
like,
liked
It's
I really
well
like-
made.
it is.
Like,
But
so the thing about that I like about DNF Duel the most is I like how every character that I play and I play against feels powerful. They all feel like they're trying to impose their will on the match. A lot in the same way that Strive does, and a lot in the same way that Plus R does. And it's just everyone's just trying to just let you know how fucked up their character is. You're like, no, my character's the fucked up one because I can do this. And you're like, no, I'm the fucked up one because I can do this.
I
Oh,
really,
it's-
really did love pushing buttons on Striker. But then when I didn't do the optimal unblockable shit, and then I'd start getting hit with buttons, I'm like, okay. It's like my fun has clearly stopped,
so good.
and now they're gonna do their thing.
So good. Oh, what a good game. We should play that again.
Hell yeah.
Thing which I'm super excited about, Grand Blue versus Retribution, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I forget what it's called.
Grand
but
Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Rising. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully, it's not another Persona rollback netcode situation. That was so upsetting. I was so upset at Persona.
I didn't think there was that much armor on All Out Attack.
No, it was the fact that the rollback netcode added 3 frames of input delay.
Yeah.
That's absurd. Revengeance. Yeah.
Rising Revengeance. Hell yeah.
So I tell my wife about this approximately once every 3 months. I bring this up, and that's the Fast and the Furious sequel titles. Because I can't get over how good they are.
Hell yeah.
Right? And they're consistently inconsistent. Because we're gonna go over this right now, right? This is what we're doing. Because we gotta vibe for a second. And so first one, the Fast and the Furious, obviously. Second one, greatest sequel title of all time. Too Fast, Too Furious.
That is true. That is the greatest sequel title of all time.
Then we got the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. We got a subtitle in there. Then we got, what was it? Fast and Furious? I think it was Fast and Furious is number 4. Then you have Fast 5. I'm like, okay, all right. Then I think it's Fast and Furious 6.
Gotta pull up the wiki. Hang on.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the wiki. I can never remember what the 6. Yeah, Fast and Furious 6.
Yeah.
Then it's Furious 7. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, another fantastic title. Then it's Fate of the Furious. You get another number pun in there.
The number pun is in there, but it's not spelled that way, and that sucks.
Right?
Evan, I never realized that was a pun until just now.
Get wrecked.
Dude, I was an English major. I taught English.
See, it's because you're not obsessed about these titles like I am. Then you have F9, right? Then you have F9.
F9.
Now you have Fast X. Fast X. They're just all over the place the whole time. Never landing where they were before.
I love like 7 and past that. Fast and Furious are interchangeable and can be completely left out. Even Fast and Furious with F9. It's
F9.
like what? Imagine F9's just
F9.
Hey, you want to go see F9? What the fuck could that possibly be if you don't know what Fast and Furious is?
What is F9? It doesn't matter. It could be either Fast or it could be Furious. Who knows?
Bro, I'm looking at the poster for F9. The word F and 9 are in the bottom right corner, and then all the actors, the cars, some colored smoke. You can't tell what this movie is.
I see Vin Diesel on there. I got a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
Actually, you might be fucking right.
The title is literally just F9. Like, it just... Oh, sorry. There's a subtitle. The Fast Saga. What is that?
What?
What is that? It's F9 the Fast Saga.
Wait, check Fast 10. Nowhere on Fast 10 does it say anywhere.
It's Fast X. Roman numerals for 10, right? It's an important distinction. They can't.
There's no saga there. It's just Vin Diesel. There's no car. It's just him on a black
That's
background.
trickier. It could be a sequel to The Pacifier.
That's right. It could be.
Like, this could be another Riddick movie.
For all we know.
Need another Riddick movie.
Fun
I
fact.
love Riddick.
Movie trivia. Vin Diesel appeared at the end of Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift in exchange for the rights to the Riddick movies, which is why we got another one.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because he really loves that movie series and the lore.
Me too.
Yeah.
The video games are also pretty good.
I've never played one in the game.
Apparently,
which one would you recommend?
Butcher Bay. I think it was Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay. Apparently, classic.
if I ever play a non-fighting game again, I don't think I've touched anything that wasn't a fighting game in the last like 5 months. That'll be first on my list. Actually, it's second on my list because I still need to play God of War Ragnarok, but it's up there.
I should get back to Ragnarok, but for the past week, I've been speedrunning the very first horror game to come out on the Wii called Escape from Bug Island.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Is it scary?
I've seen
No.
a speedrun of that.
No, it is not.
Can easy speedy.
It is super easy. You're basically just holding forward for most of the game, but you have to deal with
speedrun of that though.
motion controls and shit.
It's dumb.
I'm so close. I am 56 seconds off world record.
That's so cool.
I've been grinding super hard on this game.
I'm
game
super
is-
excited for Hades 2. I'm gonna
Hades 2,
I'm gonna
yeah.
speedrun that when it comes out.
I'm terrible at... I like the concept of speedrunning, but I like to try and speedrun games. So, like, I spedrun Bloodborne once. By that, I mean I did not, like, look at all into how to actually do a speedrun, and I was just like, okay, if I just, like, play the game straight, how long is it going to take me to beat it? And I think I got through it in, like, an hour.
Wow.
Just bad, but, you know, I have a skewed perception of, for me, what constitutes a speedrun.
Okay.
I just looked it up. I think I was second at the time I did the speedrunning of Hades. I'm down to 17th now. Very sad.
Yeah.
Second? What was your time?
For Hades, it was a fresh file. So it's the category I ran was fresh file because I found that the most interesting. It's basically from file start to killing Hades. And he just did it on the first run. And I did 24 minutes. 24 minutes, 1 second. And at the time, the record was 22 minutes, I think. 22 minutes 30, something like that.
Damn.
They got down to 18 minutes, though. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. So when Hades 2 comes out, I'm going to do the same category. Because I think that's the most interesting one. Because the any heat or the 40 heat type or 32 heat type stuff, not as interesting to me because it was more, what do you call it? They're all RNG based.
Yeah.
It felt more like room RNG based versus like getting the boon RNG base that the fresh file was.
Exactly. Yeah. The fresh file, like before you have any ability to like branch into different upgrades or have different weapons available. Yeah. I think there's like a mix there of the RNG of like which god's gonna bless you when you walk into a room, and also like that mixed with how good are you at the game, you know?
The fresh file one, in terms of some tech, there is when you first start the game, there's only 4 gods available: Ares, Aphrodite. I forget the wine god, and
Dionysus.
Dionysus and Artemis. So the only thing that you care about is Ares and Aphrodite, and for Merciful End. You go for Doom on attack, and you get Merciful End. That is the combo, and it's basically the faster you get that. I just like was reset for that essentially.
There you go. Yep.
And that was it.
That's my problem in general, I think, with roguelikes, is that I'm very much the kind of person where, like, if I don't get I'll give it, like, 3 upgrade cycles, right? But if I'm, like, midway into it and I'm like, this sucks, like, I don't like this loadout, I am not going to experiment. I'm just like, all right, I'm going back to start. I know this isn't going to work for me.
Yeah. And I was grinding for a faster time, and I was like basically going the first. Hold on, what? All right, I was grinding for a faster time, and I was basically going in this one. Not only did you have to get whatever, like get Merciful End, I was like, I need to get a rare or higher Doom on attack because it doubled your damage output. It straight up doubled it, right? And like, there's like, I'm just gonna grind for that. And the person that got first ended up cutting their time by like 2 minutes because they grinded out getting that before I did.
Damn.
Because I was really trying to go for it. They were definitely better than me at the game. But I was like, I could steal first just by grinding out specifically that, and they weren't doing that. They were just doing every single run, kind of like, oh, Merciful End's the only thing that I'm really looking for. I'm like, no. We need to get the rare or heroic or epic Doom on attack.
Yeah.
Because double damage is a fucking lot.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well,
it is
that's
a lot.
honestly, that speaks to one of my favorite things. That's true for fighting games as well, where like that distinction of like, it almost calls into question the idea of like what it means to be a better player, right? Because there's technical skill, but then there's also awareness, right? And that idea of like, you know, like I understand that maybe I'm more comfortable with this boon, this item, right? But I think this one might be a better decision, and I'm willing to grind for it, versus being like, this has been working for me, it continues to work for me, I'm just going to use that, right?
Yeah.
I think that comes into fighting games as well, right? Where you're like, you know, this is the tried and true, I don't really want to... Like, for me, it's Eno's Far Slash. Eno's Far Slash I barely use, it has a ton of recovery, it's very slow, and it was really difficult for me to start embracing it because as a rushdown character, I don't want to be immobile for a extended period of time. But there are some matchups like Mei, Kai, where it is a must, right? And the acceptance of being like, I'm going to try this, I'm going to use it, even if I get blown up for it this time, I think it's the right decision, and the more I can condition myself to use it, the better it is. I don't know if you could say, like, you know, if you compare it, right, like, that is, to an extent, the decision to go for that and go, like, this option is going to work. That's a sign that it's difficult to say who's the better player in a situation like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, top 4 is ready. I just needed a second to figure out how to input a tie, and then it came out as both of them being DQ'd for the round.
Right.
But they both made top 4, so it doesn't matter. All right, they get in there.
There you
Fuck
Yay.
it. Let's go.
I guess both getting DQ'd is technically a tie.
Yeah. But I didn't put it as a tie. Oh, but it's DQing them now. No. It's not a DQ. It's not a DQ. All right, whatever. It's fine. So all of top 4 is on stream. We'll do Dumbo and WrongWayWang on first. Razel at Scythe on next.
Razo?
Razel.
Oh, Razel. I was like,
He's like, that guy's not in a beginner.
belongs down here. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm questioning the integrity of your beginner-only tournament.
No, I promise I'm below 1500, dude.
I've never played in one of these tournaments before. I'm talking about. Oh man. I'm looking at Hitashi's tier list at the end. Is Happy Chaos not considered like definitively the best anymore?
Who does he have? I didn't, because I think I saw that he was second. Did he have Leo first? Leo?
S tier
No.
is Happy Chaos, Mei, Leo, Ram, Jacko.
But
I
he's
don't
not
know
the.
if he ordered it.
Yeah, apparently, he said it was ordered.
It was-
He is not the
okay.
only one that has said May is second, and I don't believe them.
I
I
kind
think-
of do.
That's not far off from what I would say. I would say top 3 is definitively HC, Leo, and Mei. The ordering of Leo and Mei might be up for some debate. Happy Chaos is still... I think a lot of his... Happy Chaos players have been trying to downplay lately. I'm not for that. I do think that in general, a lot of people... As an Eno player, this is especially true, because she used to have a 7-3 matchup against Happy Chaos. Up until the December patch. And I'm firmly... I will say that before the December patch, it was 7-3. I won't accept anything else than that. I think a lot of characters have better odds against Happy Chaos than they realize. So that doesn't mean it's a winning matchup, right? but I don't think that character's unstoppable. But as to, like, is he the best character in the game? Yes. But just yes, right?
Sorry, there's some questions about the top 4 tiebreaker stuff.
Okay.
I'll keep going then. I think May, it's one of those things, I think that we're far enough into the patch now that some solid conclusions can be drawn from the changes they made as to, like, which characters were, like, I mean, May obviously was severely benefited by the patch, but the extent to which, I think it's starting to come into, become more clear. I would still, like, saying top 2 is a big statement. I have definitely seen more Maze recently in Tower than I ever have before. She's definitely really strong, but as far as those, like, kind of like, fuck you, what are you gonna do about this options that characters like Happy Chaos have with steady aim and just their general pressure, that characters like Leo have with the best guard point in the game, probably the best win condition in the game that they can get off of a DP, right? I don't know. I don't know if May is ballin' with the big boys, right? But definitely, I wouldn't put them lower than top 5.
Like, May is a very solid, strong character. There's no doubt about that. I agree with Kidrail, like, and I agree with Captain Africa that it might be that May has good matchups against specifically the other top 5 characters, which brings them higher up than they normally would be.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's what it is, right?
And that's definitely a question, especially in the North America scene. A lot of what's going to determine the strength of a character is, can they go up against Nago, Happy Chaos, these characters that we see very frequently in high-level tournaments. And speaking of which, we have a Happy Chaos on the screen right now. Curse is on. Tries
but WrongWayWang does not give a shit. There's nothing on in there.
Yeah, and definitely important to close that gap if you can when the curse is on. But here, nice blocking. Not quite able to punish that concentrate, but Stun Edge is going to come out for him. Has meter to make it safe, and that tap does, but unable to do anything with it.
Alright,
I think that works.
Yep.
Bullets are full, concentration a little low. Drops it with the far slice, but it doesn't matter.
Box 2K2D. Oh, just Tick's throw with a 5H.
Yeah, and WrongWayWang really doing a great job with dash blocking, which is essential in this matchup. A lot of patience, really important against this character.
Wow, just gets over him with a cross up. Oh gosh. Has the meter too. Gonna send him.
That's gonna wall break and refill the bullets, which did not need refilling, but still a hefty amount of damage.
Block of the jump in, but just in range for a grab. Oh my gosh.
Closes it with the grab, and I think that something WrongWayWang might want to look out for. I don't believe that jump in JS was, I think it hit a little bit too high to be a safe jump. So a DP might work out for them in that situation. Having a DP against Happy Chaos, especially when you get some of that oppressive fuzzy pressure started, really useful. Other than that, though, I think WrongWay is playing the matchup incredibly well. Definitely showing some patience. It's tricky against this character because if you're too patient with the run-ups, then you're letting Happy Chaos get in for free, and his pressure is scarier than his zoning.
Yeah, especially since his up-close game got kind of a balance in the other direction for the better.
An insane buff.
2K2D lands, sets up the charge. Runs up, we're plus. Good block of the lows, but another fireball applies it, taps the dust.
This is the second time they've gone for that option. Not able to make it safe, and the second hit won't connect.
Has all the meter. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, might as well spend some.
Yep.
And we get a wall break.
Crazy.
Oh, get him! Get him! Oh, does he go to the wall? They're too far away.
Yep. YRC runs up, tosses him. Oh gosh. That close slash meaty.
I'm so upset that WrongWayWang let go of the controller there. They
It
stood
looks like
there
they
for like
did,
half a
yeah.
second. Play the game.
Yep.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Grab. Oh, right in his face. The lows. Nice DP.
There we go. Nice DP. Gotta represent that.
What?
Clone PRC. And that Sun Dipper will connect. PRCs anyways. Gets a combo off of it.
Drops.
Well, the drop with the
Dire
Dark
Clutch
Clack
stick.
coming on in. They're going the way of Dumbo.
He fills into super.
He's dead.
Yeah,
Better
that'll
than-
do it. Damn. Great options represented by both characters.
Oh man. God, that PRC with the clone to catch that fireball was insane.
Yeah, clone PRC and neutral really strong for Happy Chaos, especially if you try to get some counter zoning going. And that's honestly an impressive choice by Dumbo because I've noticed a lot of these characters with really strong zoning options like Axel and Happy Chaos, if you try to zone them back, they tend to not really know how to deal with that. So the fact that Dumbo was ready with that, really impressive option.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Gunshot catches the backdash.
Yep. Oh, balloon goes soaring over. Block of the lows. Runs in, snatches him up. Oh, puts out the hands.
Dumbo representing that trope quite a bit. Probably too risky to tech it in this matchup, so I would be looking to fuzzy jump if I were wrong. Another great block. That Thunder will connect off the counter hit. This should be a big combo, and they pick it up this time.
Yep. Oh, YRC snatches him up. Classic concentration.
No
Oh,
kill.
just barely alive. DPs, puts out the hands.
Send it.
Full Gerard sends him all the way in.
Not gonna kill, but it's
Oh,
one
God.
touch for both characters. Oh, and that's the touch.
Yep.
That 2K coming out just in time for Dumbo. They cracked first, yet they got the hit.
Nice tech.
Great tech. Yeah, no. Oh, but not on that one.
Nope. Roll forward. No no concentration. He's spent. YRC buys him enough time. What a tech.
And YRC, Dumbo has been picking. Happy Chaos has no defensive options outside of the universal ones. Has been picking that off first hit every single time.
As long as this doesn't drop. Just said it.
Yeah, just a little bit too far away from the corner to get that full combo, but they're going in.
A
Yep.
throw of their own.
The burst comes out.
Good
Of
blocks.
a hero burst, but if it's gonna work on any character, it's this one.
One bullet. Gets more. No concentration. Gotta push this. YRC.
I like that they delayed it to the second hit. That barely
How
avoids
did
punch that concentration.
How
Oh,
did the 2K not hit? It was right there.
It was like a pixel away. And WrongWayWang looking to cling on to life here. Backdashes that throw, but no punish.
okay, trying to run in with the water balloon stink on him.
A great dash blocking out of WrongWayWang right there. Comes in with the 2S.
Beautiful play. Shock State applied. Flies over that duck.
Oh, huge DP. Sends out the electric. Clad puts the shock state. Oh, but the big sucker punch comes through, and we're going right into super through the wall. Down.
The patience from both players has been exceptional.
Oh,
Yeah, that ain't
Boy.
no safe jump.
Not a safe jump. Punishing it that time.
but what an anti-air!
Yeah, that 5K on Foudre is really important. And gun is out. Can he put it away in
Finds it.
time? No!
And
Oh,
throw
just what's
RC.
RC. There's the
Immediate
bird.
I
Burst, there
respect
it
it.
is.
PRC the clone. He does it again. He's camping.
risky spot.
Oh my god!
6 p.m. It's
Dodged
up
it.
to the DMs. Let them know. Oh.
Oh, my heart. What a performance from WrongWayWang, clinging on to life there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one really strong option that characters with meterless reversals have against clone, Mike Saftik represents this quite a bit. If you run up and if you hit the clone, you can cancel into a special move, and a lot of Happy Chaoses will be looking to, once they see you hit the clone, they go, oh, okay, I can punish them. So doing something like running up and hitting, I don't know, Far Slash into DP, great option if they want to just camp behind that clone. Risky, but good.
Immediately puts the stink on him, blocks 2k 2D. What a tech.
What a tech, yeah.
Oh, no
Gonna
stun
get
dipper.
punished.
Oh, he sends it.
Hates it
Not a massive
hard.
punish. Oh, gets him with the stun dipper. YRC's the 2k 2D attempt. Force away at
Excellent
JS.
jump from WrongWay. Knew that they were going for grab every single time after that YRC.
Huge combo.
But no meter, not going to get a hard knockdown off of it.
Yep.
And Kai has metered for a stun dipper. There it is. Makes it safe.
Puts the electric
Oh,
on
another
him.
one. Miss
No concentration at
face.
the back. And that time, Dumbo, knowing that they picked it last time, not going to go for another throw.
Oh, runs underneath him. Pushing forward. Don't look back.
These run-up blocks by WrongWayWang have been so good.
Yeah,
Oh, look for the burst.
gun is out.
Blocks.
Yep.
Oh, the gun was out.
Caught him. Oh,
Got
just
the
tosses
throw.
the OTG.
No,
Oh,
dude,
go.
Not gonna do it.
damaging one.
The challenge off the 5K risky, but it plays out for him.
Oh my god. Still has his burst though. That's what he wanted to hold on to super bad. Oh
These
gosh.
throw techs have been incredible. And that's the first steady aim shot that's connected from Dumbo. Really speaks to the ability for WrongWayWang to do their dash blocking. And it pays off with a big combo.
Massive damage. Gets his burst back.
Gets
There
the
goes
stun dipper
Spencer.
as an anti-air.
And great awareness there from WrongWayWang not to instinctively RC it. Knew that it hit and didn't need to do it.
Stun dipper
RC,
finds
this
the
one
way
though for
in.
the combo. Close enough to the wall.
And they're going to take it. Back to set point.
Oh, puts out the hands. Rated E for everyone.
Do not look up the hitbox of Happy Chaos's far sliding.
You will be upset.
Yeah.
It's a concentration.
Goes
Reload
to
people in.
concentration instead of the super.
6P
Ooh,
sends
nice.
him back.
Once again, these run blocks have been so good.
Yeah, really a game changer for WrongWayWang.
Dicks him. Another huge PRC forward. He's slow.
But in there, not a lot you can do about that. Gets the throw. Dumbo looking in commanding lead of the neutral right now as they get the offense started.
No concentration. Oh, a two.
Is it gonna hit?
It's not.
Baited!
Blocks the
Burst!
paper.
But no push!
Oh, what's the throw? Runs forward, has the meter, doesn't even spend it.
Wow.
So, yeah. That was good burst bait. WrongWayWang even tried to delay it so much they got a gold burst, but
Mm-hmm.
And really, yeah, the performance there out of Dumbo. I mean, baiting reversal with the 2P, baiting the burst immediately afterwards. The awareness there, the adaptation, really
So good.
impressive. The only thing I would say for WrongWayWang, I thought they played the matchup incredibly well. I think, as far as spending meter goes, now granted, Kai has a meterless reversal, but I think that may be representing YRC.
DP into YRC. I think more
Yeah.
less
Deep.
less ride lightning, more DP in the RC.
Yes.
Get them
exactly.
throwing more. But I agree. Keep going.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, any of those options where you can both have the invincible reversal, I understand maybe the hesitation to use DP and to choose Rival Lightning instead, because we did see Dumbo representing throw quite a bit, and that will beat DP. But either way, yeah, using meter maybe a little bit more.
Using meter in more ways to vary up your defensive options as well as varying up like how you approach the neutral, kind of like just more like RCs in neutral to gain to more easily gain an advantage and get that pressure going on would go a long way.
I agree. And we have a run back. Scythe versus RazelRhapsody. Razel, excuse me. We'll see if, I believe Scythe took it last time, but it was a close set. We'll see if Raz is able to pair it off this time. And a commanding performance in round 1.
Yeah, Razel, a man after my own heart, tried to end the round with the stance.
Get that leg up.
Oh, gets a big old go burst. Oh, pokes the toes with the 2S. He's driver finds overhead.
Challenged.
YRC, any follow-up?
I like the patience on the YRC, not doing it off the
caught the
first
backdash.
Oh, a trade. Barzosh counter hit, has the meter. Ooh. Okay, the follow-ups. Driver finds a second one. Has the meter for this one. Trades the round back.
Yeah, smart, like great pressure out of Scythe right there. Just solid, like good meter management on the mute meter there. Great air dash forward to catch the fireball.
Burst is on the table and it's gonna come out.
Scythe about to get theirs back, but they're on offense here. Oh, but a big jump in. Gonna keep it going. Oh, the dust drops.
Great challenge, knew that combo dropped. I love run up throw there.
What a round.
Yeah, we can really tell that this is a run back. Razel much more hesitant to represent DP because they know that Scythe adapted to it by the end of their last set. And Scythe at the end of that round going, this is the spot where someone's going to DP. They have meter. I'm going to go for a run up throw.
Just smart stuff all the way around. Once again, fucking sus. What are you guys doing here? No. No. Yeah, no, it's this is very impressive play out of everyone in this top 4 right now, and even like the people who didn't make it into the top 4 were playing so well.
Been a very interesting bracket.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This has
getting
been a
under the
ton of fun.
6S.
A little bit of stagger pressure with close slash. And a nice burst there to avoid the wall splat. Don't want to give them any more meter than they need, but they're not able to get anything off of it.
Yep.
Yeah, going coast the coast.
And there's that DP.
That we're so used to.
Oh, nice
Nice
throw
punish.
there.
And
What a shimmy!
another one.
That was beautiful shimmy. Yeah.
Yep. Just enough to see if there's a DP and then just grabs him.
Huge fan of how Scythe is reacting and is adapting and playing this matchup.
Great spacing recognition that you can get the heavy slash after that. Didn't go straight into the beat driver.
Burst away. Oh,
A big whiff DP, but no punish.
the 6Ps aren't connecting.
Soul players will try and tell you that that's not safe on whiff anymore.
YRC
Frame
runs
data
up
is
back
the
at the
soul
throw.
construct.
Wondering if Volcanic Viper would have killed there, but it doesn't matter. 6H will close it.
Probably would have. They mostly just didn't realize how close they were to the wall splat, going for the normal combo route.
Yeah, and that's something that's tricky to adapt to.
Ooh. Oh, grabbing the DP.
Jimmy's and grabs it. I love it. I love the,
Oh, gosh.
the empty jump as well, just looking to see what Razel's gonna do and reacting. The patience from both players has been incredible. There's a DP that'll connect.
Mm-hmm. And then, nice toss punish.
Hey, Razzle, they are still going for the season 1, the pre-patch combos. 5K and the 6S only works on crouching opponents now, so you gotta alter that up a little bit. Can't just go straight into the Bandit Revolver.
You know, I hate to say it as an Eno player, but they gotta cut Soul a break. That 6S nerf this last patch was uncalled for. Let my man cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it not launching on counter hit is bullshit, because that was doing 6S counter hit, coming in with the Night Raid Vortex is just so much fun.
Yeah, it's cool. You
It's
know?
so cool. Instead, it just became the same as every other counter hit where you're like, oh, I do Bandit Revolver into 5K. Woo.
Duel 1.
And that's the reason why a lot of the souls that I know who've dropped the character, a big part of the reason is they're like, it's just not as fun anymore, you know?
Yeah. Which is something that I think this game gets a lot right, is a lot of the characters are fun. Like Sin, people are saying the bottom tier, the character is fun as fuck.
Very fun.
Absolutely.
Bridget, really fun to play.
Same.
And that shit just happens.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, good jump. Oh, trade.
Not in time for
Oh,
my
catch!
Oh, it doesn't catch him that time. PRC blocks the gold.
But doesn't get a punish?
I want to back up a second. Why do you burst on block on a Bandit Revolver?
Kevin, I couldn't tell you.
Blocking the overhead. Runs in with the big fist.
What? I'm trying to understand.
Ow.
Oh, no Night Raid Vortex on that
Well,
6-8.
maybe looking for a DP?
Oh.
Look at the patience.
Oh my god.
Never mind.
Into
Never
DP
mind.
in neutral.
And Scythe just cracks under pressure.
Sometimes you gotta let them know. And sometimes they intercept the mail, mid-transit. And go, oh,
Look,
okay.
get the run out underneath. Look at the run under the bandit bringer. This is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Random JK. Fine.
Ramsey, that was an anti-air JK. It just hit behind, because Soul can do that.
Oh my god.
We have a gold burst of our own.
Blocks a 6H.
Oh, the real punish though.
Oh, tries to come in with the super fast overheads. And just wave dashes in to grab him.
The pressure ended up being too much. And that's something that's really hard to get a grasp on, is understanding how to rush someone down. A lot of those moves, punishable. A lot of gaps in there, but Razzle there recognized that Scythe was a little scared, unwilling to press buttons, and was just charging in head first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being able to capitalize, switching from the patient play to going like, I think I can capitalize here. I think this is the moment to cash out. Really important when you play a character like this. All right, 2-1. Let's see if Razzle can continue to increase the streak. Yeah, and I love Scythe clearly knows 2S is one of Sin's best buttons, as we can see there.
It's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, over the follow-up.
Now,
Jabs on him.
if I remember correctly from playing Sin, his 6B hits high enough that I believe he can stuff Bandit Bringer on reaction. Something that he might want to look out for here. But a commanding, and a great 6P to deal with that beat driver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good block of the overheads, finds the lows. Jumps over the low. Oh,
And just catch it with the 2S.
Oh, that's my beloved.
it's so good.
Nice try, just a little held on to the Nightward Vortex just a little bit too long to combo off that far slash counter hit. But good position on the counter hit though.
Yeah, and Scythe really embracing these shimmies, you know, willing to let Razel whiff on wake up, knowing that they're out of range and that they can continue their pressure afterwards.
Green comes with the fan to bring your burst that away. Gets under. Sees the burst summon. Oh, and
Catch him
finds the
going
hit.
through the wall. RC because they didn't want to go through the wall with the second hit of the overhead because it wouldn't do enough damage. Yeah. Smart stuff, Scythe. Smart stuff.
Yeah.
And their resource management throughout this set was really on point. Recognized when they were getting close to 1 bar. Didn't want to deal with not having the option to take Oki if they wanted it. Excellent play.
Good shit. Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, and also props to RazelRhapsody for recognizing, you know, realizing that their opponent was going for those shimmies, that it might create an opportunity to just mash on offense because they're not going to take their turn. I think that both players played the set incredibly well. It's just that Kiefer came out on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great stuff indeed. So we're gonna go into our winners, our grand finals,
Grands.
not winners, only grands, because we do single elimination after a Swiss bracket because y'all played enough sets already. So we're gonna get Dumbo versus Skyfriend. I just gotta get Dumbo says they're on their way. Puzzle sounds fun. So we do Swiss brackets around here. So next week will be a Swiss bracket. So even though it's open, you'll still get a lot of... the competition isn't as nearly as fierce as other tournaments. And because it's Swiss, you get a guaranteed like 5 sets in. And as you play, you get matched up against people with similar scores as you. So it basically it's a way so that everyone can get at least 1 or 2 good sets in there. Regardless of your skill level. So I do recommend joining. It's a good tournament to start off with.
I have to rep, especially the online local Swiss, really hard because I think in general, one of the nice things about this tournament is that while you do have some killers, Mango for Tango is one of the best Guilty Gear Strive players that I've personally met. Just really, honestly, a very strong player. And there are a couple of people, Captain Africa, Pip, right? I think Pip got 17th at Frosty Faustings.
Beat Apology Man at Frosty Faustings, by the way.
The only
incredible
Faust to make it that far.
Hell yeah.
He is the premier Faust.
Yeah, just a very nice person. Love Pip. But yeah, there are some killers in it, but there are also plenty of people who oh man, I've talked myself into a corner. There are people of all skill levels in the tournament, and the Swiss is perfect for that because you're going to have an opportunity to both see what kind of the cream of the crop looks like and to fight people that you might be more comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sin versus Happy Chaos. I have never seen this matchup before.
We'll have to see how Skyfer handles it versus Dumbo. Great far slash to start things off.
The peak of the tier list versus the valley of the tier list. Let's see what happens.
Spending a lot of bullets to get in there, but able to get most of them back.
There's the roll forward, cover anything after it with a shot, and then throw.
Out of bullets. 2 in the chamber. No bullets.
It's away.
And Skyfer's going to take advantage of that. I love the RCT up. Give them a mix opportunity. Barely drops.
Legs are just a little too short. Oh, what a defensive throw. Over the balloon. Finds overhead. All right, just had to.
Takes round 1. I love Skyfer recognizing that Dumbo wasn't willing to put out bullets there and going, all right, I'm going to send it Elkun. Defensive throw off of that jump in, probably was thinking that it's going to be minus.
All right, nice tag. YRC pushes him back. And just going to run up and throw him.
Dumbo a really big fan of YRCing off the first hit in a block string. If that's something that Scythe can manage to adapt to, I think they're going to have a very much easier time in this matchup.
Puts the stink on him. Run up.
Don't burst.
Oy.
Don't burst.
Duel 3.
Okay. Oh, finds a cross up with the jump over. Carry him over to the corner. Yeah, a little too high. Can't get a slump. Gonna send him through.
Yeah, and chooses not to spend bullets to do it or concentration. Doesn't have a chance to reload, but that's okay.
Spends
Catches
concentration.
him with that steady aim.
Reloads full clip. Tries to DP, but
Baits it.
lucky.
That should kill. Yep. Good performance out of both players. I think that besides the YRCs in general, because this worked a lot for Rhapsody, for RazelRhapsody as well in those sets. Knowing when, okay, I've got my opponent in the corner, the important thing to do here is to keep them in the corner. Looking for those jump outs, not necessarily being too hasty with the 2S. Keeping your stuff in that advantage position is really important, and sometimes it means backing off a little bit, which can be scary.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And here we go. Oh, wow. Slides on in. Round start. But a jump out of the corner with a cross up. Ooh, jumps the sucker punch.
Bit of a cross up themselves, but might not have been intentional.
Burst away.
I like the burst.
Also trades a burst. Oh, the clone. Oh.
And a lot of these cursed gunshots hitting it mid-screen. Not able to dash block it there. That one, it works.
Something that I find pretty unintuitive in Stride is that your character doesn't turn around in the air until you do another air action, such as a double jump or an air dash. So you get situations like that where you dash over somebody, you press a button thinking that you're going to hit them, but your character just swings the wrong way.
Yeah, and in general... Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
In general, in modern fighting games, there is a lot of that kind of cross-up protection, both through the way that the defensive and the offensive mechanics work. So it's definitely something that needs to be labbed. I've been struggling with that when I was playing Testament.
Yeah, it takes a lot of getting used to, like mentally, because you just expect the character to turn around, because every other fighting game does that.
And Dumbo getting those 7 golden letters. We're on tournament point.
Yep. Time to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, we'll see if Kiefer's able to make the adjustment. I think the dash blocking is frankly, in general, crucial against Happy Chaos, and definitely something that has been turning the tide here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
He runs up with the 6P. The Leggy's coming out with a trade. Sucker punch. Puts him right up against the wall already. We're
It's a
down
little bit of concentration back. Got half a clip. Clone PRC, we know they love it.
Yep, taps the clone. Oh, finally gets tagged. Just builds the meter now.
So many
What a
shots.
check! What a swift throw!
Tosses
Throws
it.
him back in the corner.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
no, not able to punish!
Oh my god.
The scramble.
Reloading. Oh, 2S counter hit.
Burst.
Tries to stab him in the leg. Oh gosh.
Shoots him through the outfit.
Ready for the
Looking for
burst.
the burst. Delays it. Excellent job by Scythe there. Doesn't cancel, and Dumbo's ready with the punish.
Roll forward. He's gonna do the grab.
Oh, that's a big hit. But we don't get the juggle.
I think that was a misinput DP. It looked like Kiefer put out 2S on accident.
Jumps away with that 6P. Beak driver. Coming on in. We're plus. Finds a 2S. It's gonna be good damage.
Gets the confirm, about half health gone.
But
From
full
there, Mama.
meter on Happy Chaos here.
Meter. And a lot of bullets in the chamber.
Woo.
Love the use of FD. Really important against HC. Are we gonna see a YRC?
JS doesn't connect. Camps the clone.
Poking him.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I don't think he's dead.
He's
But
not dead, but it hurts, and we get Oki on the other side. We can wake up RazelRhapsody.
he's gonna put the thing on him.
Oh, no burst there. Needed to recognize that the stink got thrown, and you need to just hold that. That's so unfortunate.
Or honestly, RTL into maybe a drift RC forward.
I also thought that.
Yeah,
But
needed
especially-
to cancel it.
Yeah, if you were
Fast.
going to do that against a steady aim gunshot with stink on you, you would have to do like RTL, drift forward, fast cancel it into maybe like 2H or 2S, something like that, and that is a heavy amount of mental stack. So not a lot they could do in that situation. But either way, Dumbo is going to take it, winning this beginners tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means they and Skyver have graduated to the regular ass tournament.
Hell
Look
yeah!
forward to seeing you there.
Exactly. Hopefully in the Swiss next week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Oh, but with that, that was a fun tournament. I always like running these beginner tournaments for you guys. It brings out a lot of new people who don't typically join tournaments, and you guys get to have fun here. And I'm glad I get to see so many new faces. With that, we run. I guess we're gonna run tournaments every week until the end of March. I'm gonna see if someone can take my place, but I haven't found anyone yet. But with that, Odd Eyes, where can people find you?
You could find me on Twitter, which is where that's at Odd Eye Gardevoir, and that's where I post live whenever I go on Twitch, and I'll either be streaming fighting games or speedrunning.
Excellent. Kid Dracula.
You can find me on Twitter at HorseSkull666. I'm trying to get a YouTube channel started with the same name, Kid Dracula. I think I only have one video on there right now. I'm waiting until I get a better PC. The best place to find me, pull through to East Coast Celestial if you want to get your ass whooped.
That's right. That's right.
And you'll see me in the Swiss tournament next week if you guys decide to join.
Yeah. Which I do recommend that everyone who played tonight join in that. Because if you guys all do that, you'll have roughly the same experience as you did tonight.
Exactly.
That's how Swiss works. But with that, thank you all. It was super fun, and I will see you guys next week. It's out.
Peace out.
Have a good one.